And welcome back to the Gadget Spot. Yeah.
Hello.
My health has improved.
That's good. You sound a lot better.
Way better.
Than
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
I'm so full from eating all this turkey.
Dude,
Gobble gobble.
That was like 4 days ago.
I know. And now we're experiencing the leftovers.
This is the best part of the whole thing.
The
It's all the food with none of the family.
Have you put any of it in the waffle maker?
Nope.
Oh.
You
What?
put chicken in your waffle maker.
Have you never done that? You take your leftover turkey, you take your
turkey,
stuffing, you take whatever else you have, you put it in the waffle maker, you sear it.
Are you homeless?
No.
I'm hungry.
He's not waffle maker.
It sounds
Okay.
so good.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
it is.
Okay. I've never tried that.
All right.
I did.
Is that a
read-
thing?
I did read. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I did read online. Somebody wrote something to the extent of like, "Dude, we need to spread out these holidays. I cannot deal with these people 30 days apart
There you go.
frequently.
That's not a bad idea for
I
a lot of
relate.
people, yeah.
I don't understand why they're not 6 months apart. These are major holidays. What do we got in the summertime? Freedom.
Who made
Warmth?
Thanksgiving? Was it
The
like,
pagans?
No. I think it was like
Tyrants.
Eisenhower or something, wasn't it?
Oh.
Truman?
Hallmark?
One
He
of them-
made Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was.
I thought it was
One of
the Mayflower.
presidents-
I want to Google who made Thanksgiving.
Probably
one of the
Lincoln.
presidents established it as like a national holiday.
He emancipated us from diabetes.
President Abraham Lincoln.
That's not true.
No way.
Yep.
Was I?
Is that what it says?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was newer than that.
Yes. James is so smart
He truly was our greatest president.
They gave us Thanksgiving.
and a
Yeah.
great beard.
His beard was okay.
What are you talking about? Every
Yeah.
time I look at him, he looks like a mix between a skeleton and a beard.
Yeah, that's why it's not that great.
Jack Skellington's
Grandpa.
grandpa. Yeah.
All right.
I
We should introduce ourselves
Yeah.
before this goes any further.
Yep.
You're listening to the Gadget Spot, where we are supposed to talk about gadgets, games, and video. Wait, I said that already. Gadgets, technology. That's the other one.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
And you don't think that we're a little bit hungover from all of this turkey food? We definitely are.
I'm not turkey hungover.
I'm TV hungover.
I might be video game hungover.
Can we talk about like
actually.
what gadgets we interacted with over the Thanksgiving holiday?
I'm sure we can. Let's introduce the panel first, though. Owen?
Hey, my name's Owen. You can follow me on Twitter at TechNoan. I tweeted a few times this last week.
And you changed your photo.
And I changed my photo. I did. I don't understand the picture,
I am so honored
the context, but
that the photo was of my door.
yeah,
And I took it.
yeah.
Tony was the only one that wasn't involved.
I know.
No,
I
he
watched
was,
it
he was
being done.
involved just because he.
No,
was.
it's because, remember, you're a lurker on Twitter.
Yeah, totally.
And it's you lurking out of Jaron's bathroom.
Yeah, I watched it being done.
Weird.
Participant.
I don't get that context from the video. It just looks like I'm walking out of a dark room. But hey, I
Lurking
could have
out
been,
of my
I
bathroom.
could have been doing anything in that dark room.
You know how creepy that sounds?
Yeah.
So when you write and post stuff online, it's a bunch of Owens just peering out of bathrooms
Yeah.
at the stuff that you've created.
Just
This is
look-
nice.
just, hey.
Just staring at
Your
you.
kids are really getting big, Karen.
Hey, I played a game though this holiday season.
What did
Yeah.
you
A real one?
play?
Yeah, sort of real one.
Not the game of quote unquote life, as
Nope,
you always say.
No, not that one this time. I
And-
I fled from that.
Not the game of cryptocurrency?
No, that one's
That's
I
almost
didn't
a game over.
I didn't beat that one. I'm out of lives. No continues.
The game
No.
of mediocrity, depression, and
I
diabetes.
played no
game
Mario,
of great
no
clothes?
Mario Sky,
You played No Man's Sky?
no Mario Sky.
Oh,
Do
I
you
don't know
remember
what
that?
this is.
Do you remember that?
No.
There was a guy that used the Unity engine to create a Mario version of No Man's Sky, where you go to different worlds.
That is a lot of work to be put into something that's just ironic.
It got taken down really quickly because they were like, Banhammer.
Yeah.
But I have the executable, and I was cleaning up my computer, and I'm a digital hoarder. I'm a hoarder in many, many areas of my life. Digital is no exception. And I found
I want to
this
see how many
No
dusty
Man-
boxes are on your hard drive.
So many. I have hard drives just sitting around like ornaments. Like,
Really?
Like decorations on my desk. And they just have dates scrawled on them that I took them out of a computer sometime.
So
What
it
is
mean
ta-
nothing at this point.
Nothing.
Tax
It's-
return 2005, don't open. Trust me,
Yeah.
it's tax return. What does this mean?
Yep, exactly. And because it's a hard drive, nobody can boot that up. Exactly. Anyway, so yeah, I played no Mario Sky for about, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes before I realized how horrible it was. But it was fun flying around to different worlds and jumping off and looking at something that got taken down and being like, I'm going to keep this.
You know what? You probably got as much joy from that as I have gotten from No Man's Sky. So
Probably.
congratulations.
I flew to different worlds, and it tracks how many worlds you've gone to, and they're different colors and different.
How many worlds did you go to?
I went to 3.
Does it have different like procedurally generated Goombas?
I don't think so. It's just like No Man's Sky, so just reskin every planet. Everything is just a different color. So
That's what No Man's Sky kind of ended up being.
Yeah.
But what it was sold as
Yeah.
is something different.
Hey, they're still updating it. They put
know.
out another major update.
It's actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, I would give it a second chance if I actually got the game, but I didn't. Anyway, that's all I've been doing.
It's a survival game. If you like survival games, it's
The controls are janky and they're horrible, and the only thing he could really affect on each world differently was the gravity. So
Jump high, jump
low, jump high, and it makes you fall in pits and get pissed off. But it does track how many worlds you've been to and all that stuff.
When you fall in a pit, does it make the Mario dying sound?
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't do that.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Is it really Mario then?
Yeah.
Isn't Mario made up by the elements surrounding Mario and not just Mario himself?
It's way too deep. I don't know. It could be.
Go ahead and think about that.
New Donk City.
Jarron, introduce yourself.
New Donk City is not Mario. It's not the environment of Mario, but it's
It's
Mario
in the
'cause
art
Mario's
style
in
of
it.
Mario still.
Not really, because
No, it's
all the humans look like
Pretty different,
humans.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you win.
Did you not play Mario Odyssey?
I did. I remember New Donk City. I was just trying to prove him wrong, but I can't prove him wrong.
Yeah, he's
You
right.
win. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, and we interrupted Tony's nice segue.
No, it's done. Just say your name and what you've been playing. Who cares? Move on.
All right.
You're growing your hair out, man.
That's right.
Jaron.
It's out of control.
It's in control.
I dig it.
It is totally in control.
You and your proceeding hairline.
Yeah, it's sinking down towards my nose. Anyway, my name is Jarron, and you can find me on Twitter at Jarron. That is Jarron. And I've been playing a lot of games, a lot of different games. I bought a lot of different games because of Black Friday deals. Anyway, I got what did I get? Oh yeah, Wolfenstein: The New Order. It was
PC?
yeah, PC.
Is that number 1 or number 2?
Wolfenstein: The New Order is number 1, I think.
Yeah, number 1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was like
Have you started playing it yet?
It was $5.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
not
that's
yet.
not bad.
That's a good game.
Yeah,
Just on Steam?
indeed. I also got Battlefield 5. I'm going to talk about ray tracing in a bit here.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and what else did I get? I seriously
Tomb
can't
Raider?
remember. Oh yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I just tried out I didn't really play that though.
You tried out the benchmark.
I played Jedi Knight. Actually, honestly, that's pretty much what I
Oh,
played.
that game is so much fun.
Yeah.
After all these years, the freaking lightsaber battles, man, they hold up.
Oh yeah, and I got Skyrim on Switch.
I still don't know why you got that.
It was half off,
Okay.
and I had $10 of eShop money.
And it's
Right.
Skyrim on
Yeah.
the go.
I always
You can
wanted
take it
to
wherever
play
you
it.
want.
I've heard so much about this game. I have played 0 of it.
You chose the least high quality version of it to buy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Because I'm only going to play like 10 minutes at a time, and the beauty of the Switch is you put it off standby mode, play a little bit, put it back on standby mode.
So you're going to play long enough to walk from one settlement to the next?
Yeah, I've done that.
And then you'll put it down?
I've done that. Yep.
I gotta back Jaron up with this. I actually bought it on several systems. Shut up. And this is by far the system that I played it on the most. It's
Really?
because it's portable. I can play
Exactly.
it while I'm pooping
All
right.
and not have to utilize any mirrors.
Not my use case, but
What?
you really like to see it come out, huh?
What?
No, he means mirrors to see the screen
Yep.
Oh.
from his bathroom.
It's an inside joke to myself.
I thought you wanted to see a rocket ship.
No, there was once a GameCube commercial that or advertisement where they did that.
The
but-
Wavebird advertisement.
Was it? No, they did it for GameCube.
It was Wavebird.
But do you know what I'm talking about?
The wireless controller Wavebird for the GameCube.
You're the only person that's ever gotten that reference.
I saw that.
He knows you, man.
I know you. I
he
see
knows
you.
you.
I see you. Smoke screen.
Yeah.
What else you got, Jarron? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Did
I
you
bought.
finish God of War yet?
Oh no.
man.
I'm actually. I feel like I'm far in that game because I have like some of the really good rare armor and stuff. And
He
such.
wears armor. Every promotional material that I've ever seen, he's like half naked with a loincloth.
Yeah, you get real armor as you go, though.
Oh.
Yeah. That game is awesome. I'm still playing it slowly.
I thought he just gets more calloused.
It just builds up calluses against the arrows and the swords.
Yeah, he's God of War.
He has just scar tissue everywhere.
You don't get those kind of pecs to cover him up. Know what I mean?
It's true.
It's true. Yeah, I should take off my shirt more. That's all I got.
All right, James.
Oh, what's up, guys? This is James. You can catch me on Twitter at JDD Jensen. JDD's for ADD. Lately, I've been playing a ton of the new Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which I could talk about later if you'd like me to.
Good.
And even more than that game, though, for whatever reason, Diablo on the Switch. I can't put it down. I don't know what it is. That game is so stinking good.
How much did you pay for it?
I do the thing where I buy the physical copy off of eBay.
Oh, right. You have a special Switch. Wink, wink.
I do, but I bought a second Switch.
Oh.
I actually have the physical because this one you can connect online. It's kind of cool with how it interacts. Like if you are friends with somebody through Diablo Online and they die, their monster can come after you in the game. And
cool.
if you defeat that monster, you can gift stuff to your friends and stuff. I actually dig it. So I've been doing this thing ever since Mario Rabbids, where I buy the physical copy of the Switch game, and then when I'm done with it, I just sell it back on eBay. So instead of paying like $40 or $50, I end up paying like $9.
Yep. That's the
Yeah.
one way physical is still kind of got the edge. I agree.
But that being said, as far as like being able to play a game and switch to another game super fast, that's where digital has it 110%, especially on the Switch. I would be doing that more if Switch would actually update the way that you can lay out the apps. Because you can go, like if you're playing your Switch and you go all the way to the right, you can hit the button that says all apps and then it lays it out in a grid form instead of a linear game selection. I don't like the linear game selection.
That's how Sony does it, too.
I don't like that. Give me the big grid. I want to see everything. I paid over $500 for all these games. Let me see all these games. And that, I finally get it. Having a kid and a Switch, it's great because you can only play in between them crying. And there's been times where I'm holding her and the only way that she sleeps right now is over my shoulder. And so if I'm gaming like this, it helps. And to get actual like...
You are so lucky.
And
Yeah.
when the kids get older,
Yep, that's what you wait for.
you can play the Switch without them seeing the violence that you're committing on your Switch.
No. Your kids don't reach for the game every time?
Oh.
My kid sees an electronic in my hand from 500 yards, and he's like, I'm going to go get that.
Give me that.
My dad's happy. How can I take it away?
That looks like he's not miserable. I better get over there.
What's that smile about? Get over here, old guy.
Yeah.
I must fix this.
I better fix it.
This is out of the ordinary.
But outside of that, I've been doing not a lot other than thinking about our host, Tony. Tony's our host.
You've been thinking about me?
No, I just was trying to think of a way to segue to talking about you.
Oh.
I've been trying to grow a beard like our host, Tony, who's got a beard.
You barely have 5 o'clock shadow.
Okay, so at one point in time, I got LASIK to not wear glasses anymore, like Tony does, our host, Tony.
I do have glasses.
Yeah,
That was a good
that one
segue.
worked. That one
Yeah.
worked.
That's 2 months worth of segues.
All gone.
I don't
You
got
know what?
them anymore.
Cut those and save them for later.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just.
good idea.
We need more jingles in this podcast. We have 0 jingles.
Yeah. No, we do. We have the email jingle. We have the intro and the outro.
Is it consistent?
Yeah.
The
I put
intro
them
and
in
the
every
outro?
time, yeah.
You never listen to us.
I
dude.
do listen, but I guess I just never noticed
the
that it's the
same.
same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the emails one? Oh, emails.
second.
Oh, yeah. We do have jingles.
Elon made those for us.
Thank you.
Elon Osborne. All right. Yeah, as James said, I am the host, Tony.
Several times.
Check me out on Twitter if you want, at QuadTTony, or always on the Geek Show every week, or here every other week on the Gadget Spot.
Which
Gaming.
lately you guys have been switching up genders. You got more ladies on.
Yeah.
On the Geek Show.
We have indeed. That's, we get guests when we can't make it. And
And lately there have been sick people all the time.
There's been someone gone from every episode for the last 8 episodes. So, gaming lately, I have been playing 3 games basically. I've been splitting my time between Destiny 2, Fallout 76,
Yeah.
and Black Ops 4.
I need a full review of Fallout 76.
Yes, I'm interested.
I can't give you a full review because I've only put about 10 hours
Give me
into it,
the- Oh,
but I can give you a 10-hour review.
I'm not going to lie. That's about as much time as we have to play that game.
Exactly.
It's a lot like Fallout 4 minus NPCs.
Where is it set?
Appalachia, so like West Virginia area.
Does John Denver sing in the mountains?
No.
Is there a zombie John Denver?
No, he's long dead. It takes place in 2087. So I would say that if you liked Fallout 4 and you're not heavily invested in like the experience of talking to other people in the game, other non-player characters, then and you like the crafting and everything from Fallout 4, I'd say this game's up your alley. I can see how it might get a little repetitive as time goes on, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and the multiplayer aspect of it, if you have people to play with you, it's quite fun. So I would say it's definitely got a lot of room to grow. If I had to give it a score based on the 10 hours I've played it, I'd probably give it a 6.5, maybe a 7. At this
higher
point,
than what most people have given it.
I know. I don't know where all the
it's all the people that only loved Fallout 3 and New Vegas,
Yeah.
and they didn't like anything after that. That's what I've been reading
That's
about.
true. That's
I
a
don't
good point,
understand
too.
how a lot of people are saying that Fallout 4 killed the RPG. Like, I loved Fallout 4. I thought it was great.
I liked Fallout 4 a lot too. I would say that they definitely. I feel like they definitely tried to pull the wool over our eyes as far as at the announcement for it when they said it's a whole new rendering engine and everything.
Well,
Does
they
not look
basically
good.
sold it as a new game.
It looks
new
almost
type of game.
It looks almost exactly the same as Fallout 4. Now, I will say that I'm playing it on a PC, and I have a very grunty PC, so it can power through a lot of the technical issues that aren't game breaking that a lot of people are having. Like the people that play it on console, I've seen several things on that. It does not run well on the console, just kind of in general. It doesn't
I saw
matter
that.
which one you have. If you have the X or the Pro,
And it's not consistent. It at random times it just drops.
yeah, and so I still notice that on my PC playing it, but it's not as bad. So yeah, Bethesda has a lot of work to do to patch up the bugs, and they do need to do more content in it as far as like, what's the word I'm looking for? I just honestly
Make it better.
I think they should just put NPCs in. I think they should have people that you can talk to in that game that give you out quests instead of just having to find holotapes and talk to robots. Which I enjoy.
Is it
I
worth
think it's cool.
$60?
That's where I was going to say I would not pay $60 for it right now.
Better or worse than State of Decay?
Oh, way better than State of Decay. Way better than State of
If
Decay.
you could
too.
compare it to another game outside of Fallout 4, as
as
far as playability,
Skyrim,
which one? Oh, yes.
it's the same game just set
Yeah.
in medieval times.
Is it really?
They are a Bethesda open world game is a Bethesda open world game.
Huh.
They just put different.
It's a different
dressings.
skin.
Yep.
Now I don't need to
and
play
time set-
Fallout. That's great.
Well, no, because
not true.
Fallout has the what's it called? The ARM system.
VATS.
VATS.
Yeah, and that's another thing where they kind of messed up. The VAT system is useless in this game. But yeah, I would say if you can pick it up for 40 or less, I'd say it's worth it.
You can on PC
And-
eventually.
and
I'm
you
sure.
can't. I paid 36
What?
over Black Friday. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And so I would say if you can get it for that, if you enjoy the Fallout, just the gameplay of Fallout, and you get it for less than $40, I say go for it. Bethesda, I guarantee. Well, okay, I don't guarantee, but I highly suspect that they're going to support this game for a long time, and they're going to do a lot to try and please the fans with it. So I think that in the long run, you're definitely going to get your money's worth. But it definitely has that Fallout flavor. So if you feel like you're just sitting there, like, I want to play some Fallout, you can just jump in and play some Fallout 76, and it's different than Fallout 4 as far as because a lot of people in Fallout 4 they've already done everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All
Bethesda should just use id Tech.
I've been saying that since
Seriously.
they bought id.
Such a better engine than their creation engine.
Yeah, their creation engine is a poopy.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Speaking of,
if they're planning on if they say they're using the same rendering tech and everything for the new sci-fi game that they're doing, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, and then also for Elder Scrolls 6, those are years away. And if it looks like this in years,
let's hope not.
oh man.
Speaking of id Tech, I beat Doom. I forgot to mention
Oh,
that.
nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
on
That's
which
a-
system?
Switch.
Nice.
That's a great game.
It is
a
I
great
never
game.
really like that.
I feel
game.
bad for knocking on it before I even really got into it.
Yeah.
It was a good game.
James. All right, and then I'll give a
Wait, what would you rate that? Really
Oh,
quick.
like
out
not-
of 5.
Out of 5,
Yes.
at least 4.5.
Yeah.
4.5.
Maybe
what?
maybe even 5.
5 what?
Meat hooks.
Nice.
Oh, Meat Hook's not till Doom Eternal.
I know,
It
but
looks
still,
amazing.
in honor of
Those
Doom
are me
Eternal.
grappling
All right.
hooks.
Yes. So for Black Ops 4, I said I wasn't going to get that game, but then I decided to after a bunch of my friends got it, and I found
Me
it,
too.
I found it on sale on Xbox for like $47,
Oh, you guys would give in to drugs.
and because I had a taste, James, with
Yeah,
the beta.
me too.
And I liked the beta. I liked how it tastes.
Same thing for me. I got it because my friend got it who lives across the country, so I'm going to play it with him
Yeah.
mainly.
Have you guys
That makes
played?
sense.
Have you guys played zombie
it
modes
was,
on it yet?
it was $36, so I had to.
It's not bad.
I haven't played the zombie mode yet, but I have fought zombies in the blackout mode, and that's pretty cool. I gotta say, all in all, it feels like a warm blanket. Call of Duty Black Ops 4, like you're pulling on a warm blanket again. Because it plays just like Black Ops 3, just like Black Ops 2 rather.
Like all of them.
Yeah,
If I'm gonna play my shooting game, I'm gonna need my lap blanket.
exactly. And it is. It's just like crawling into a comfy bed that you know how to sit in it, and it's already warm, and it just.
So your
feels-
bed sounds comfortable.
Yeah, no
it feels
joke.
So familiar.
Is it all velvet?
No.
I could drape myself in velvet.
Yeah, I bet you could, Costanza.
My bed is located right next to an infant that won't sleep for more than 2 hours. Bed is not a relaxing place right now.
Womp womp. And then so I would say though that I'm really enjoying Blackout Blackout. Basically, that's mostly what I play on it. Black Ops 4. I'll give a better review of it next time. All right, let's see. We just finished up Black Friday. If you're listening to this.
Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Patreon.
Patreon and emails. I always forget. Jarron, Patreon. What's that?
Hey, Patreon is a way for you, dear listener, to support our show if you like us. Yeah, you could go to patreon.com/Gadget Spot. There is no the, right? Yeah, it's just Gadget Spot. And you can donate to us. If you donate $6 or above, we read your name aloud. So here we go. Owen, are you happy since I let you continue doing whatever it is you're doing?
He did call on you
Yeah.
to say what is Patreon.
Well, wait, before we do this, Owen,
kinda-
I never get to see you without a hat on.
No, it's not.
You have so much gray hair.
It's actually just
No.
because I didn't comb it. I didn't put any product in
It's
it
not
today.
gray. It's silver. He's a silver fox.
Look at what you've done to me, James.
Well, I was
This is
going
all
to say,
you.
that can't be me. Don't put that on me,
That's
Ricky
on
Bobby.
you. That's you, dude.
Shake and bake.
I'm so worried about our friendship that
You're not-
that's what you've done.
Hey, 2 weeks ago,
I know.
remember what you
And-
said?
And look at what. How did I look 2 weeks ago?
Happy.
This
The
gray?
same.
Oh, no.
No.
I remember a blue hat.
A blue hat. Now I have no hats that can cover this silver.
I regret mentioning
You
Owen.
have a ton of hair.
Yeah, you
Way
brought
to
me into
derail.
it. You brought me into
Yes.
it, and you.
Owen,
know.
you derailed it.
Nice,
All right.
nice, Owen.
Huge thank you to Adam Hecht, AJ Jasper, Aaron Young, and David Broshinsky. Thank you. Aaron Faulkner, Ryan Baker, Ryan McQueen. Bloodborne is better than it's cut off. I can't finish that. Oh, yes I can. Then Uncharted. Adam Foote, Valentine, Kevin Eccles, Derek Allred, Johnny Rios, Spencer Knowlton, Conrad Southworth, Brian Lee, Morty, Austin Beauregard, Roger Allen, Michael Beck, Jeffrey Kale, and Derek Bauer.
Beauregard.
Thank you guys.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
You're the
You
best.
guys
I
are-
want you guys
are
to
awesome.
know, Austin actually emailed me
All right, cut him
after
off.
this last
Oh, he did.
thing. Yeah, and he said hi.
Oh,
So
nice.
I posted it on our Facebook page.
It's getting. You're good. He's warming up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someday he'll be my friend.
Yeah.
Not
has
if you
an
keep
amazing-
acting like that.
He has an amazing life. That's all I know about
You
him.
know
And
what?
I know
wanna
that through
put it-
you.
I want
James
to.
is like a needy friend
I'm-
before he's your friend.
What? Yeah.
Now you can hate.
Listen, some of us had to grow up with their best friends being Snick.
Snick.
Yeah,
Say Nick.
Snick. If you guys don't know what Snick is,
Snickers, like a
No,
candy
Snick.
bar.
No, Snickers was my cat.
it's like Saturday Nickelodeon. Snick. Snick at night. Not Nick at night.
That's just Nick at night.
No, it's Snick.
All right. Did we have any emails?
Nope.
All right. Moving along.
We didn't have
then.
to say that out loud. We could have said we have a ton. We just don't have time to get to it.
Oh, we have a ton. We just don't have time to get to it.
All right. It was just Black Friday, so we're going to take a minute and talk about any Black Friday deals we capitalized on, if there are any.
And
Moment of
if they're still
silence.
up, I would like to buy some stuff tonight because I allocated $100 for this evening.
That is so weird.
What? I
Do
knew I was
not-
going to buy stuff.
Yeah.
It's Cyber Monday.
If you were
Still
able to,
weird.
if you were able to make it through Black Friday, Thursday, Friday, and then today without getting hit in the face with a free Echo Dot or some sort of.
seriously.
Oh,
Like
no,
it-
I was the one that posted that. Remember that?
No, it was me.
Everybody
What?
was
No, it
giving
wasn't.
away.
Yes, it was.
Their
That was me.
HomePod or
It was
their
me.
Small.
Wait,
thing.
which one are you talking about?
The $1 Echo.
Oh, yeah, I didn't post that one. I
There
posted
was
the Audible
that.
one.
There was the Audible one. Everybody linked a Google HomePod.
Well, because
or
last time we
Echo
were talking
Dot.
about how much I wanted to
Google-
do Audible,
Google Mini,
which
I
I
mean.
gave
Yeah,
in.
Google Home Mini.
I gave in to you guys wanting to do Audible, even though it only gives you 1 credit a month for $14. Good crimey.
You waited for the deal though.
It's all
Yeah.
about it's
So
all about
3
the
months
deals.
for $6 and whatever cents.
Okay, so that's worth it again.
And I got a $39 credit for
Okay.
a 2nd generation Echo Dot, and I'm gonna give it away for Christmas.
I think
Yeah.
I gave you a 3rd generation.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
No, 2nd.
So I did.
Ooh.
I got my 3rd for $1.
Yeah, I got my
because
third for $1 too.
Yeah, but did you get Audible with it?
No, I already had Audible.
Well-
I don't need your filthy Audible.
I did the
that
unli- I
already
did the
had.
I
Amazon-
needed Audible, and I've been listening to Michael C. Hall, who's Dexter, read me Pet Cemetery.
Well, that's
Okay.
interesting.
So,
wow, I
dead
have
serious,
that.
he's good.
I already have that.
The Michael C. Yeah, but not from the same means. Speaking of which, after we get done, I need to talk to you about stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody could hear me when I said that on the microphone because I pushed it
Totally-
away from my face.
Totally anonymous.
But
Okay.
there were so many deals to give away the Google Home Mini or the Echo Dot.
It's because they want to get into our home so
They
they can
want-
steal our
Because
information.
That's
this
right.
last year, they finally realized, holy crap, we're getting so much data from these little devices
Yeah.
that they gave it.
I'm starting to think they're not worth it.
I researched how to go in and delete it. Delete all your conversations that it record. You can actually.
Okay,
Do
it's the internet. Is it ever actually deleted?
that. Well, their privacy.
So
is-
it deletes it, but does it keep recording once you delete it?
Oh yeah, you have to go in
you
and
can
keep
do it
doing
every week.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep.
All right. So Black Friday shopping. Owen, did you pick up anything?
Yeah, we got a couple. I mean, we got a bunch of stuff for kids. There was a ton of Black Friday deals for.
Do your kids listen to this podcast?
Nope.
You're not going to give away any Christmas presents?
Yeah, I don't know what the
That they might
presents.
know of?
I don't know what the presents are. That's the thing. They're all
Oh,
kid
okay.
presents, so they're like, I mean, stuff that would be totally uninteresting, but they were really good deals. So we do almost all of our Black Friday, all of our Christmas shopping on Black Friday because even though the cool gadgets and tech is on sale, so is a lot of all the other crap.
For sure.
Now, when
So-
you say all the other crap, you mean kids for your toys, right?
yeah, toys
Okay.
for my kids. Yeah.
Just making sure.
I need some kids for these toys.
So
Someone buy me some kids.
Where's all this crap?
but we got we were searching. I tried to get a Switch. There were some amazing deals for Switches
There
going
was.
on, especially
And
the pre-order of
all
Super
the-
Smash.
And all the consoles
And
actually
I
had
sent
some
the
crazy.
I sent the slick deals to my wife. My wife, do it, James.
My wife.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna do his.
Now you know what it feels like to be disappointed.
No,
I think he already knew that.
I-
Every morning he knows that.
but we tried to get the Switch, and that when we blundered.
Wow.
So-
There were so many deals this year. It
So
felt like
many.
this was one of the better Black Fridays.
really
in
was.
recent
Definitely.
memory.
I the previous 2 Black Fridays, I don't think I bought really anything.
Yeah,
Honestly,
neither did I.
Especially for, like-
last year for sure, I don't think I bought a thing.
Like, did you guys see some of the deals for computer parts? Like, it was
I know.
it
There
was
was some-
insane.
there
It
was
was
some
some insane deals.
Crazy good deals on RAM. Crazy good deals on SSDs.
Yep. So
CPUs.
the hardest part about Black Friday is limiting to the deals of stuff you were already planning on getting.
Control, self-control.
Because
Yeah.
because when you buy stuff that you weren't already planning on getting, you're not saving any money.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter if it's 50% off.
sold.
If you weren't already planning on buying it, you paid 50% more than you were planning to pay.
Does it count as a plan if the deal makes you form a new plan?
Yeah, what if you didn't know you wanted it?
I think.
Nope.
I think you call that checkmate, Jaron.
Yeah, you just got sold.
Ah, all right.
I'm a product of marketing.
All right, so you bought a bunch of family
Is,
related
Family
is,
stuff.
Kids
is there
stores,
a
toys.
gadget that you bought that you weren't expecting to get that you got for a good deal?
We did one of the Echo Dots. So, like I said, if you
For
could
a
get
dollar?
through, yeah. So I signed up for the. I actually got 2. I hope.
Amazon
I don't know.
Music?
So if you sign up for Amazon Music Unlimited,
Yep.
you get a $48.99 promotional credit. Right.
Toward one item.
Toward
which is the Echo Dot 3.
Yeah, and so what I did is I waited until then Black Friday when the Echo Dot 3rd Gen went on sale for $24 and put 2 in my cart and then did it.
And that worked? It
We're-
came up as 0?
We're gonna no because they messed up our. I actually had to call support, like contact support. They're like,
Huh.
"Oh, we don't."
What does Amazon support sound like? Hell.
I can't stand. I can't do phone support. So I just if I can
You
do
did the
chat
chat,
support,
right?
it's
Yeah.
so much better. Because English as a second language is really hard for me to.
Everybody has to start somewhere.
Stay calm.
All right.
Anyway,
enough
Yeah.
of that. Get off
Anyway.
my lawn. They took our
yeah,
gerbs.
exactly. So we got the Echo Dot. Maybe I got a Google Home Mini. because we signed up for something. Another one, like I said. Like you signed
How
up.
else are you giving away your information? Owen?
Yeah, exactly. I have 2 ecosystems now. So
Wah, wah.
That's nothing. I got 3.
I know. I want to hear about your war, your battle between the
Yeah.
ecos.
We will get to that. Jaron,
All
Black
right.
Friday shopping.
I have the worksheet of this.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
All right. So I got
should have
RAM.
put some parameters on this to limit it.
I got more RAM for my desktop.
How much?
Another 16 gigs. So I have 32 now.
Nice.
I'm keeping it at 32, mostly because I have to now.
Yeah. The next upgrade would be very expensive
Yeah.
because you'd have to get 16 gig sticks.
And get rid of all my old sticks.
Yeah.
Skyrim for the Switch, like as I mentioned earlier.
$30.
I got a Dyson. Actually, I got 2 Dysons, but I'm going to return one of those.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I got a Dyson V7 because I decided I wanted one for my hard floors.
Is it the handheld one?
Yes, the handheld one. And it was this crazy good deal. It was shipped from Dyson directly.
Dyson.
Dyson Cho.
And then literally 2 days later, there was a refurbished Dyson V8 for the same price. I'm like, oh, I got to get that one. So I bought that one. I'm going to return the V7. And so after I bought the refurbished V8, I found an even better deal for a brand new V8 for only $30 more. And I considered buying that one and returning the other 2. But I thought I just had to get out of the game.
Okay, so you know more about the Dyson models than probably your average person, definitely than me.
Yeah.
Today I saw a Dyson V10 Animal.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was $289.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Problem with the
It's
Animal.
$500 normally, isn't it?
Yeah, normally. The Animal isn't good for hard floors because it doesn't come with a hard floor attachment.
Oh.
But you can get a hard floor attachment.
If you
for
want
pretty
it just
cheap.
for carpet, boy, yeah, get that. That's a great deal. The V10 is definitely the best. It has more suction than the V8, V7, V6.
combined.
Was there no V9?
There is no V9.
What is it with companies not
I
liking
know.
the number 9?
They just skip 9 and
It's
go
like the
straight
13th.
to 10.
It's like the 13th floor.
crazy.
They they don't do it.
All right,
What happened to
so-
the 9th technology to make it superstitious?
I don't know. That's a good question.
9 means no in German, so there's something there, obviously.
I don't think
I got Battlefront 2 for the PC.
Battlefront 5?
No,
Oh,
no.
Battlefront.
Yeah, the Star Wars
The
one.
one you already have for Xbox?
My wife listens to this. Well, because I got Battlefield 5.
Hold on.
I got Battlefield 5, and I started playing it. I'm like, this isn't fun. I don't like this.
So you got another game just with a Star Wars skin?
Yeah, and
The
so
exact same game?
I wanted to be in the Star Wars universe, not in World War II.
So you wanted to hate it in
I
a
don't
different
want
universe?
to. I don't want to live through that horrible torture of World War II. You
In
know.
a galaxy far, far away?
So I wanted to do it in a galaxy far, far away. So I got. It was only $7.
No, that's cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's still $7 more
And
dollars
it
that
looks so good.
you didn't need to spend.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll talk about Battlefield 5 the next episode because it's the 50-50 for December. Anyway, I still have my
Keep
my
going
list
down
here.
the list here.
But I got the Echo Dot for $1.
Okay.
I'll talk about that later. I got a nice desk outlet for my desk to hide all the cords.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
as you can see, there's no cords there. I got fans for my PC. It has much better cooling now, and a keyboard for my PC, a wireless keyboard.
I swear you got some other stuff, didn't you? No?
No,
You texted me all the things you got.
yeah, that was all of it.
That was-
It was all of it,
Okay.
Tony.
All right. All right.
Can I go
All of
next?
it. James.
I got a Under Armour hoodie.
All right.
What'd you get?
Moving along.
That also operates as a blanket, a pillow, because you just sleep in your clothes now,
I
right?
forgot about shorts.
It does whatever whatever you want.
It's
it
Under
to
Armour.
do.
I can make it stretch over whatever I need.
And to be fair to myself, the only one I wasn't planning on was the Dyson. But as I saw the sale, I'm like, it would be really nice to have this. So
Interesting. So I picked up a couple of games. I got Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider for
oh yeah,
PC.
I
for-
got that too.
I was gonna say,
Dang it.
$25. So that was really good deal for that. I got, like I said, Fallout 76 for like $36, $35, and then Black Ops 4
Oh dang, I got that too. Crap.
for $46 on Microsoft through the Microsoft Store. And then I did some Christmas shopping. So just in case anyone's listening, I'm not going to list that. But and then I did pick up a big item for myself that I'd been looking at for months, a new gaming monitor.
Ooh.
What brand did you go with?
I went with LG.
Ooh.
LG has a line.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah. LG has a line of gaming monitors. I can't remember the exact model number for it. I'm sure I could find it if I looked. Anyway, it's
What makes it better than
so
other
what
monitors?
makes this nice is it's a 32-inch. I decided to skip 4K.
Is it the
for
ultra
now.
wide?
No, okay. So I put a lot of thought into this monitor. I've been looking at monitors for months.
There's got to be a reason why you didn't go 4K
Yeah, I
and then
didn't-
it's not ultra
so
wide.
I didn't go 4K because
Are you planning on settling?
I
Let
would-
him talk.
Is
I
mediocrity
would,
great?
I would rather. I'm gonna freaking pinch your nipple.
No, don't pinch my nipple.
Shut up.
Okay.
So I bought the. I didn't go 4K because even with two 1080 Ti's, there's games out there that you can't run max settings at 4K right now, especially with SLI is not an option on those games. So I went 2560 by 1440, which is what I already have. 32-inch, which is what I already have as well. So I didn't lose any resolution or gain any resolution or lose any size or gain any size.
James at this point is wondering, what did you
Yeah,
gain?
what did you gain?
So-
FreeSync.
No, G-Sync.
G-Sync. Oh.
It's got G-Sync 144 hertz. And so
Will you
it is
explain it to me like I'm 5?
it is super silky smooth, no frame tearing,
I'm jealous of that.
no stutter except for on games that really suck like Fallout 76. That one still stutters sometimes.
How? Does it support G-Sync?
Yeah, and it still stutters sometimes.
How?
It's so buggy. Everything else though, oh man, it is so smooth. And what else? Oh, it's an AMVA panel, so it's got better blacks, better contrast.
And you sold your old one?
No, I took my old one and I turned it.
Is that going to be
I
your new
turned it-
sideways monitor?
Yeah, I turned it vertical, so now I have a 32-inch to game on and a 32-inch vertical.
What about
for
your other
stuff.
vertical one?
My other one I'm giving to my uncle.
Oh,
do you
here.
go borderless then, not full screen?
No, I go full screen,
Okay.
and if
so-
I need to get out, I just do Alt Tab. Most games support that pretty well.
yeah.
But man, it is so smooth. It is so great. Oh, and it has LED ring on the back, so it projects back on the wall.
Oh,
Ooh.
you probably could
Pretty.
have just said that with me, and that would
You would have been
fine.
sold.
Yeah.
None
None of this
now,
G-Sync.
The great, awesome. Besides everything else, the awesome thing about this is that monitor is usually about $900. You can usually find it average price about $7. Amazon had it on the day before Thanksgiving. Actually, no, it was before that even. They just had a weird random sale on this monitor, and the monitor itself only came out like 6 months ago. It was $486.
Wow, that's a good deal.
And I already had $200 in Amazon credit from past birthdays and things, and so I dumped that towards it. So I got that new monitor for like $300.
Wow.
So I consider that a big win.
That is exciting.
It is so good to play on too. Oh man, with the G-Sync and the high
Wait,
frame
you're
rate
already
and
playing on
everything.
it? What are you going to save for Christmas for you?
Other stuff.
Why don't you just buy stuff and hold on to it for Christmas?
I don't give myself. Why would I wait if I have it right
Yeah.
My wife bought an LG sound bar for our TV.
there? Ooh.
It's literally just sitting next to the TV because I refused to open it before Christmas.
Well, good for you.
We had to
I
open
don't
something.
have that kind of. I don't have that kind of self control.
We spent like 8 G's on our daughter, and we have to open her.
open it now.
I can't just leave her wrapped under the tree.
Oh, one other thing I did pick up that was I'd been looking at this for a while is Microsoft Game Pass. Best Buy had a deal where you could get a whole year for $70, which is about half price.
That's really good.
So yeah, I saw that and I decided to get in on that because
Does that work with PC? Like
it's supposed to work with PC, all the cross-play games starting
Okay.
this next year, which is kind of the thing that tipped me over the edge.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked that up.
Wow. I just added up everything I spent, and I should not have done that.
It's not the worst.
Oh my. Okay, I'm putting that down.
Do you want to share the number?
No, I don't.
Fair enough. You want to know how much my hoodie cost me? $25,
Wow.
marked down from 50.
Look at this guy.
Yep.
I think I just decided I got to delete the Slick Deals app.
He can't handle it.
Nope.
The temptation is too great.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat, Jarron. I just watched it all pass me by though and went,
It either causes anxiety because I'm not getting the deal, or it causes pain because I'm spending too much money.
That I had paralysis. I had deal paralysis. I'm like, that one. Oh, but what if something cooler comes out because it's not quite Black Friday? So
See, that's why you do all the research beforehand on the things you're looking for.
I was waiting for a Switch. I was, and so then they kept
Yeah.
coming, and then a lower one would come, and then
Okay,
and then
that's rough.
and then one would.
What was the best
You're-
deal that you saw?
You're
I
right
saw,
about that.
I
That's
saw
rough.
a Switch for 178 with
Nuh-uh.
pre-order of Super Smash,
That is just
What?
insane.
and I was like,
For where?
Yeah,
it was on Slick Deals,
that's a way good deal.
and I was like, that's the one.
I've never seen it go by itself below 200.
Set the link to my wife, and she didn't.
She didn't act.
She didn't act.
Ugh.
Speaking of which,
To be fair, we were super busy, but
One thing I forgot I just saw in my email is I picked up also, I found a really good deal on a monitor calibration tool.
oh, the Spider?
Yeah, the Spider
Yeah,
5
we use
Pro.
that for work.
I found
And we have the Elite, and it's really good.
the Spider 5 Pro went on sale on B&H for $90. It's
Yep.
normally like $150.
Did you know B&H is an Amish company?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
that
Yeah.
sells electronics?
No.
I don't know.
I-
No.
I-
They're
I
a Hasidic
think-
Jew company.
Okay, that's
Okay.
different. Yeah.
Wait,
I was gonna
Sorry,
say,
I got
I-
that mixed up.
I think you got hoodwinked.
Yeah. My
Those
bad.
guys make it the money.
They're making the money. So quick thing. In between this recording sesh and the next one, Super Smash is going to be coming out. So
Yeah.
are we in agreement that everybody's bringing their Switches here and we're going to play a couple of games?
Why
Sure.
can't we just put it on the TV?
Didn't get one.
Yeah, we could just put Jarron's on the TV and then
So
we'll use the
Owen
controller.
can play it and
Yeah,
then I'll play on
exactly.
mine.
Well, I don't know if I can buy it anymore due to some recent news I just got.
Due to some accounting tallies.
That's like what you do, Jerry.
It's probably just an accounting error. Just add
I'm
it up
sure, yeah.
again.
Just
Cook,
use
cook
Gap.
the books. Hold on.
Use Gap, and I'm sure you'll be fine.
Okay, so that it's a family purchase, so that doesn't count technically. There's the money.
Right.
I just found it, guys.
Just like that.
Wow.
All right. Now let's talk about some other topics here instead of money spent. Let's talk about-
No. Speaking of money spent, did you know Venmo lost millions of dollars from fake accounts?
No.
Yeah, between being hacked, other creative
Is
scams,
this recently?
stolen credit cards. Well, this last year, Venmo.
Ugh.
So, as this article says, it's in the show notes. It says Venmo has historically been plagued by payment fraud, and it continued to struggle after reported losses of about $40 million in the first 3 months of this year alone.
I like Venmo. I use it, but when I found out it was just a PayPal company,
Well, it didn't start as a PayPal company.
Hey, do
They
me a
bought
favor.
it.
Go to Google and type in
Pretty sure.
"choice is an illusion." Dead serious.
I
And
need
then
to.
it pull up a little graph, and you see basically the majority of the products that you buy
Yeah.
come from like a core of like 7 companies.
yeah.
I don't know. I just thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't know that they could lose that much money through scams, but apparently they can. So check out the article. It's an interesting read. That's about the highlights of it right there that I want to go
How
into.
charitable! They've just given away money. Just need to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I didn't. Are you sure Venmo's owned by PayPal?
It says a PayPal.
Oh, is it?
company.
Okay. Because it was started by 2 guys in the University of Pennsylvania, Andrew Cortina and I don't know how to say this guy's name, Ikram Magdon Ismail.
Ay caramba.
No, I don't think that's it. There's
That's
no
close
B.
enough.
My name is
That's okay.
Ikram.
It's okay. That's his
I
name.
make her the money, and then I put it on the Venmo. Right?
Yeah,
Nailed it.
but once I figured out they were the same, like basically perform the same service, right? I mean, I guess
They
I
do.
guess Venmo lets you publicly tout that you've paid somebody.
Right.
They're like, hey, look at this.
I don't like that.
I turn all
I
my
hate
payments
it.
to private.
If you really want to see
Yeah.
something funny, go to College Humor. They did. If you haven't seen College Humor's, the CEO of what's that the Movie Pass? That's good.
Oh, I'll bet it is.
But he also has one of the CEO of PayPal, and it's all about like, yeah, you want to be social with your money, right? Right? It's pretty funny. Not right there. That wasn't very funny. But
All right. Let's see.
funny.
Also, I found a really interesting article. It's short because they're just kind of starting on trials with this, but it's a new type of medical grade hydrogel. Which, do you guys know what hydrogel is?
if it's not the Final Fantasy kind where somebody gets cut
Nope.
and you can spray it inside of you,
Isn't it the loop?
Nope. It's not a
what? Wait.
Never mind.
Water-based.
What do you think it is?
Nothing.
This sounds infinitely more interesting on what it probably actually is.
So hydrogel is this.
Astroglide makes it, right?
No.
What's Astrogut? I don't understand. Explain it to me more.
This is a family show.
Like I'm 5.
Hydrogel is a product that was created, and it uses like 80+% water, and then I forget what the other part of it is, but it basically makes this gel that's very impact resistant and insulative. So you could use it to like keep yourself from getting burned and stuff like that. Anyway, it's one of those things that's kind of like, it reminds me of carbon nanotubes, where you hear about it and you're like, oh, look at these advancements with carbon nanotubes, but you never actually see it in consumer or even like non-consumer enterprise level stuff. But hydrogel is finally, or at least to my knowledge, getting some traction in.
So would this be something they put in like firefighting equipment?
They could, yeah, because it would help insulate you from the heat. If they could put it into the uniforms, like maybe a layer of it in between two fabrics, kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. So this is actually similar to that. They're using it as cartilage repair and replace.
Oh,
so yeah,
That's what I need.
yeah,
New back,
right.
New back discs.
Just inject that right into your.
can
right
you
into
inject?
your
Would it
back.
make Owen taller if you did that? Because technically, it would make his back bigger.
I guess it depends on how much you inject.
I was 6'2", and now I'm 6 foot.
You've lost 2 inches.
Almost.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. They're going down. I'm
So-
deflating.
Hey,
That's
you'll
what
be
you
my
need.
size pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not ever.
jeez. Think of how long your arms would look if
Yeah.
you were Jaren's height.
You could still reach to the top shelf, buddy.
Yeah.
But this hydrogel, they basically have tried to use it in the past, but it doesn't stick. Basically,
It turned out to be more flammable.
well, no. When I say it doesn't stick, I'm being 100% literal. They try to put it in people's knees, but they end up having to sew little sacks into the place where your knee cartilage goes, so they
Knee
can
sack.
inject the hydrogel in there and have it stay.
Because it won't stick.
'Cause
to
it's
anything.
not- it would just
'cause
slurp
doesn't
out?
Stick. Yeah, it just kind of squishes out. But this stuff is
Where does it go?
this
Probably
stuff
to
is-
wherever gravity's pulling it.
Yeah,
To your foot.
you know,
Oh, I was gonna say inner thigh, but
well, that's up.
That's
That'd be
up.
weird.
That's the opposite of gravity.
well, it goes to
What
where
if
gravity's
he-
pulling it.
What if he's upside down a lot?
That's where all the fat goes to me right now. That's so
Odd.
I don't understand.
So with this one though, it's much stickier and actually grabs.
What did
onto
they
the
add to it?
tissue. It's in the
Silly putty?
article. I forget.
Oh, that's fine.
But
I believe you. You don't have to click on
what
it.
it will be
fine.
able to do is they'll be able to just inject it in the spot where it needs to be, and it'll stay there. And
Will
as-
that work for like the people that get the weird like oil injections in like their muscles and stuff?
No, that's gross.
Oh.
And
That's disappointing.
but the other cool thing about this is they've figured out a way to infuse the hydrogel with what did they call it?
Happiness?
No, but like chemicals and stuff to help actually regrow the cartilage. So
Like
not
growth
only,
hormones?
Not I don't. It's basically like they use it as a medical.
Then wouldn't you have too much cartilage?
No, because it would just.
But it doesn't go anywhere because
dissolves.
it's sticky.
It's water based.
It's water based.
So it just starts to break
Yeah.
down.
What? So what happens if it doesn't replace it? It just
Let
starts
the
to
adults
break down
talk,
anyway?
James. Let
So
the adults talk.
It's 90% water and a double network matrix of or the water is 90. Oh man, this is weird. 90% water and composed of a double network matrix and a fiber network. I don't even know how that that's just.
So
sounds
is it
crazy.
like a cloth, like a weaved,
No, it'd be like well, yeah, kind of like a gel that's held together by fibers that you can't
waffly-
see.
That's interesting.
So anyway, they load it with repair
Like a
cells.
purple mattress.
Similar, yeah.
Oh.
They load it with repair cells and drugs, so they inject it into the knee,
So it stimulates cartilage
and so
growth.
it stimulates cartilage growth as well as provides cushion in the meantime.
Right.
So it's a fertilizer.
I want it really is. It's like that sod that you buy that's like you roll it out and it's got grass in it to like put over patches. You ever
So
had-
sod?
you know what sod is?
Yeah.
Okay, where you grow grass.
Well,
Okay, and it has seeds. You can get those little repair kits that have like it's like a little thing of grass seed, but you roll it out. And
but it doesn't have the grass already grown?
you place it on the dead
Yeah,
spot,
and then it grows
and then
the
it
grass
grows.
right there.
I
out
did
of the
not know
thing.
that was a thing.
Yeah,
I thought you were just
So-
describing sod. Like
Not-
you roll out the grass.
that you could do that too, but
Anyway,
much better.
I saw that and I thought it was pretty cool because you hear about hydrogel every once in a while in the news, and they haven't, that I've seen, nobody's really used it a whole lot other than to say, look how cool this is. Let's see. We had a Mars lander today.
That was pretty exciting. Did you guys watch the launch at all?
I didn't watch it.
So I watched the launch and then I rewatched it because I ended up missing the first part of it. So there's
Didn't it happen at Utah, 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time?
noon, close to noon. No, 1 o'clock. You're right. No, it was 1 o'clock. But it was pretty cool. They called it EDL, so entry, descent, and landing.
So this actually launched like months ago.
Yeah, it takes 9 months to
Yeah,
get
to get to Mars.
Mars. And so the InSight, this is the Mars lander InSight, designed to look inside the planet. So it's the first time
Does
they're
it
using
drill?
It does. It's gonna stick a probe 16 feet down
Wow.
into the surface, hammering it millimeters a day. Takes about 3 or 4 months
Gosh.
to nail down. It's like 16 feet down into the ground at the end of the day. It's taking some size. It's the first robot to use a robotic arm to pull stuff off of and put it on the ground. So they're going to put a seismometer down. They're really trying to explore the geographical makeup of the inside of Mars, how it's formed, how much heat it's giving off. Is it still putting off heat? Is the core solid?
Is it going to find aliens?
Who knows?
You
All
say
the-
16 feet a day it
No,
digs?
No, 16 feet total.
Total.
But it's they're going millimeters a day, or it's like a little hammer tapping it down.
That's it. I never wondered about the makeup of like Mars, but that is interesting. I always thought it was
Well-
like a bunch of like dust, like the sand dunes.
You would need to know.
That's what Matt Damon made me think it was.
You would need to know a lot of that info if you want to send a person there.
Yeah.
Wait. So the drill from Armageddon, did it only do like 16 millimeters a day or whatever?
Don't think so. They would have blown up.
Oh.
Did you?
And
I
they
think
were on
that-
an asteroid.
That
or
went a lot faster.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the behind the scenes thing where Ben Affleck, like he can't keep a straight face for it's what is that called, commentary, and he's just like, yeah, this is the part where I would turn to Michael Bay, the director, and be like, wouldn't it just be easier to teach astronauts how to drill than teach oil drillers how to be astronauts? And he's like, shut up, Ben. He told me to F off. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
But they really put a lot of marketing into this one. I think that's a huge step in the right direction for JPL and NASA, because they're going to be more and more without the public's acceptance.
You need people to get excited about
the
it.
administration will be like, it's too expensive. And I think that's what crippled our space program for the last 10 years, is that it wasn't.
We weren't seeing enough results.
Well, it wasn't as public.
And
we had some
anything.
and we had some failures, which kind of dampened the spirits. But like now we've got this huge, like, these entrepreneurs are sending rockets into space, and NASA's like, we're still relevant too. We're gonna do, and they have a ton of stuff in the works for the next year, like the next 2
So
or 3 years.
it was
space.
NASA that did it.
This is NASA, yeah.
For whatever reason, I thought it was SpaceX, but that's only because I
Well-
saw Elon tweeting about it earlier.
Yeah, Elon was talking about Mars recently in the last few days too.
So
He
they're-
did say like he's going to be one of the first people to go to Mars.
So actually that's one of the things I put in here. He said there's a 70% chance he's moving to Mars.
That's more than 60.
Yeah, basically
Less
he
than
says
80.
he says at this point, if it's viable in his lifetime, he's going to do it.
He's gonna do it. One-way trip. He doesn't care. He's doing it. And but the lander was really cool. They publicized the whole thing, like every step.
So did they use
anime
parachutes now to get it
so
down? Or?
yep, they brought this one in with it came in at the really shallow angle, heat shield, parachute, and then I think 12 rockets.
Airbags? Oh,
12
rockets.
rockets that
Okay.
fired
Wow.
off little, like the way they described it was little pinpricks where they just like would shoot it, because they had to tumble away. There was some free fall. It was really cool because they publicized the guys in the command and control, like they call it the 6 minutes or 7 minutes of silence, and it's when they lose communication when it's on its entry, and they have they've done everything they can.
It's not like there's a cameraman down
No.
on the surface like,
Yeah.
all right, let's get this.
Here it comes.
But they launched 2 satellites, Marco A and Marco B, Marco Polo basically,
Right.
and they were watching it fall. They were pinging back and forth, and so the satellite could, instead of having to wait 6 minutes for the stuff to come back, the lander landed, automatically went up to those satellites, and those satellites sent it.
Oh, nice.
So there's no like connection.
Much more
Efficient. For
yeah.
them. So they had it kind of ready. It was really cool. It went off without a hitch. I think they said that there's only been I'm gonna mess up this number, but it's like something like 17 Mars missions, and only 7 or 8 of them have been successful or something like that.
Like successful as in landing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Multi-million-dollar.
I'm not going to Mars, guys.
Sometimes billion-dollar satellite that just
blow
just
up.
just
After the 9 months
just
getting there.
Yeah, just pancake on. They're like, okay, now to do some. Oh, it crashed.
Oh, back to the drawing board.
Okay, that was a lot of wasted money.
The one of the crazy things too is the rover. One of the rovers on there has been going for like 15 years.
And it was designed for 90 days.
Yeah, designed to last for 3 months.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Does that mean if humans go there, we can live for like 20 years?
I think that's exactly what it
Yeah.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody know how accurate the Martian was? Is that like an accurate thing? Like as far as like the air outside?
I think it was fairly accurate, which is kind of why I was a little surprised they used parachutes, because the atmosphere is so thin on Mars that parachutes don't have a whole ton of drag like they do on Earth. But I guess if you use a big enough parachute or enough parachutes,
It was a big one.
Yeah.
Big. It went from 9 Gs was the speed down to 5 miles an hour
with the parachute
within 6 minutes.
Wow.
So from re-entry, when it came in, it was hitting 9 Gs, traveling at like 12,000 miles an hour or something like that, and it went down to 5 miles an hour by the time it landed within 6 minutes.
That's crazy.
It was pretty crazy. It was cool to see all the weird NASA geeks like high-fiving each other and like.
Was that Mohawk guy there?
I didn't see him.
Oh.
But they were all doing like weird special high-five handshakes that they all had like.
Oh, gee.
Their secret signs and combinations.
Rehearsed.
That's
they
awesome.
totally rehearsed them.
This is the high five we'll use if it lands good.
Yeah.
This is the high five we'll use if it doesn't land good.
They all just take out bourbon.
Yeah. If it blows up, no high fives.
No high-five.
Anyway. Speaking of air flight and things, there's a company that showed off a really neat ion drive on an airplane this past week.
Oh, you're looking at me.
Yeah,
this
is your story.
I was reading first reviews of Aquaman, honestly.
Okay.
When does that come out?
23rd or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, of next month.
People like it.
Oh, good.
Anyway, this is a solid state plane.
Which is weird to say because
What does that even
what
mean?
does that even mean?
It means no jet, no propellers. All it's using is
Sheer force of will.
Kind of.
exactly.
Ions.
It's more of a glider, actually. The video that we'll link to, it looks like a big giant kind of paper airplane thing.
How does
But
what's the arm?
so what it's doing is the edge of the wing has a 600 watts of electrical power pumped through at 40,000 volts. It induces electron cascades, which charges air molecules near the wire, and then those charged molecules then flow along the electrical field towards the second wire at the back of the wing, and it bumps into a neutral air molecule on the way, and it imparts energy to it.
So basically,
I don't understand any of
This
that.
is the ion drive.
You literally could have told me that magic and will keeps it afloat. And
So those neutral air molecules then stream out the back of the plane, and then that provides the thrust. So
It sounds kind of like I remember trying.
Quidditch?
I remember trying to read the. No, I guess it's not anything like that. Never mind. I was going to say the theoretical warp drive that was the MIT talked about a couple years ago.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
It sounds kind of like that because the same thing with the theoretical warp drive, it actually folds space in front of the craft, which creates.
Wait,
basically
isn't that the one?
a pulling motion and a vacuum of space behind it?
But instead of folding space,
it just
it does air.
So,
folds
so
air basically.
when you're talking about it, and it's better with a sheet of paper. So, like, is what you're talking about kind of like if it's over here instead of traveling in a linear manner through space?
No, it's not. It's
it
not where
folds
it's,
space like this.
but on a much smaller scale. It's the equivalent of if you had a piece of paper and you crumpled the front part of it. It's now a shorter piece of paper because it pulled the.
Oh
back
yeah,
end
that's what I'm talking
forward.
about.
Yeah.
So now it just travels through
No.
instead of across.
and to be clear,
No, it's-
this is not a warp drive.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No, it's much slower, much
They do-
slower.
Yeah.
NASA has been working on this though for propulsion for space travel.
But
Yeah.
for space,
So-
this is Earth travel though. That we're talking about.
which has got to be way harder
Yep.
to fight the drag in the atmosphere, right?
For sure.
So what it is then? It's completely electrical powered. It's pretty much silent and it has no moving parts. So it's a really cool concept. When you see the video, though, you'll probably be disappointed.
Yeah,
'cause
but
it doesn't look nearly as cool as what you think is going to look
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, thrust, it has to be equal to the mass it's carrying, so it could never carry a payload of any kind, right?
Well, who knows what's
Yeah.
going to happen? in
That's
the
where
future.
that's where future scientists are going to have to
Right.
figure that out.
They're like, yeah, this is a great idea, but you can't scale it because there's a limit on
Right.
capacity of electricity that
And
you
that's-
can carry on
We need
board.
somebody smart to write a science fiction novel about it, and then we can work backwards.
Well, that's
That's what we
exactly
do.
the
Yep.
same. That's exactly the same issue that scientists have with the warp drive
Right.
that we were just talking about. It works in theory, and I think they got it working on a microscopic scale a year ago or so.
They said that in order to do it,
But-
though, it would take like all the energy the sun
the amount-
has ever and
the
will
amount
ever
of energy.
produce.
Yeah, it's absurd at this point.
The thought, though, of a man-made device floating through air with no visible propulsion method, it's insane to me.
And especially if you could take it to the point where it got all the energy it needed from solar or something like that.
That'd be so cool.
They would be exactly what Google's trying to do with their Project Loon, except you
Right.
wouldn't need to be a balloon. You could be an actual
Low orbit.
low orbit.
What it will
plane.
be is the city of Columbia
Oh.
in BioShock Infinite.
There you go. Just floating along
Yeah.
above the clouds.
That'd be so cool.
So
Is that what that game's about?
yeah, it's basically
That's
the
the setting.
opposite of BioShock 1
Yeah.
and 2. Instead of under the water, you're in the air.
I need to play that game.
It's so
yes,
good.
you do. It's very good.
One of my favorite games ever made.
Do they have it on PC?
Yeah,
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Super cheap too. Super cheap.
$100. Go burn through that.
You
James.
got at least, you could probably find it for less than 10.
Yeah. Especially right now with Steam's autumn sale.
That's
PSA.
what I mean. Yeah.
I'm looking at the autumn sale right now, and the games that I've been wanting to play is. Has anybody played We Happy Few?
nah.
I heard it was just okay.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
All right, we need a review of November's. No, it would have been October's Thrifty 50.
Did anybody here play Pokemon Red,
Wait,
Blue, or
hold
Yellow?
on. Not Thrifty 50. Sorry.
This is the
The
Indi-
Thrifty
Kickstarter.
plus
Kickstarter.
50.
the
Oh,
Indiegogo,
yes.
the Indiegogo
Yeah,
stuff.
one of us got our Indiegogo or Kickstarter device
got it?
already. Owen did.
Oh yeah.
We'll
No
get
wonder you had such a smile on
Oh,
your
yeah.
face when you walked in
Life's
here.
been great.
How's your bidet?
It's
Did you record your face?
No,
How's the bidet for your
I didn't.
butt?
I didn't. I was too enraptured.
Is it still like getting peanut butter out of a shag rug carpet?
It's
Nope.
like a fire hose on the shag rug carpet.
Yeah, I don't have. It's not that shaggy.
All right,
down there.
explain it to us
So
It's getting weird.
how you liked it.
this is really cool because it's got two settings.
Wait. So what did you get?
Normal and
I
oh boy.
I got the Slim Zero toilet seat. Now it's being marketed after the campaign. It's being marketed as the BioBidet, and it's
Oh, they changed their name?
yeah. So they were.
Huh. I like the
Slim,
first
The Slim
name
Zero
better.
is the toilet seat, but the company is now BioBidet
Oh,
team.
okay. All right.
And it's actually to try and get this toilet seat now. It's like $189. So
How
you
much,
backed
how
it.
much did you pick it up
Oh.
for?
I picked it up for $59.
So much regret.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have bought it.
What? So let me. It's gonna be it's not. I'm gonna stay clean, but it's gonna be a little bit racy here. So there's a setting for girl parts and boy parts.
I hope you stay
Okay.
clean.
I
with
don't
it.
understand. You lost me already.
Okay, James is confused. which
James
means
still doesn't understand that men and women have different parts.
Explain it in terms of food.
I don't,
Which one is a hot dog? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You're throwing me off. So cool things about it. Slow close. I've never had that before. That's amazing.
That's like the
Wait.
least-
I know.
The
but
least
I've never had
technical
it.
part.
But I've never
First
had
of
it.
all, is it high quality? Is it well made?
it is well made. So
Is it plastic or ceramic?
It's plastic.
Okay.
Yeah, it is plastic. So it's
Is
not.
it cheap plastic?
It's pretty slim.
Is your butt happy sitting on it?
Yes.
when
it's
you
comfortable.
wipe, does it slide off to
He
one
doesn't need a
side?
wipe. Wiping is a
You-
thing of the
you-
past.
You pat dry. I don't know what
You
you
do.
do. I pat tid
Yeah,
dry.
I pat dry still. You don't
Yeah,
need to.
You can't
don't-
pull your
I've-
pants up and have it be a
I've
soggy
been,
crack.
I've been.
you don't want to
Sometimes I turn it off and let it air dry. And
How
that's
long
not,
do you sit
I don't know,
there?
a couple, it doesn't take long.
You know what? His time on the toilet is his time on the toilet.
You're
It's
right.
time you can't get back.
You're right.
I've got Reddit things. I just have all of Reddit. You know me. I haven't curated anything, so I just look at all of Reddit.
So
I have to
how
scroll.
often?
yeah. So
How often do you wipe? Do you get yourself clean after every discharge?
yeah, it's every time.
Don't you wipe after every discharge?
No,
oh,
I-
wait, are you talking like if he has multiple discharges in one session?
Yeah, I am.
No, you wait till the end. He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
an animal.
yeah,
Look
yeah.
but
at
he
him.
doesn't have to anymore.
Does it warm the water?
No.
You have cold water?
Yeah, it's cool.
Ooh.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's okay.
That'll wake you up in the winter.
It's just a thing.
Then again,
not-
if you ate spicy food, that would be nice.
There's not a lot of nerve endings down there for hot and cold, so it doesn't feel. It's not. It's not.
How
too bad.
accurate is it?
It nails it. just gonna put that out there. It nails. So I
Right
don't,
up the cornhole.
Did you
huh?
guys see the video? The night I installed it.
What video are you talking about?
The night I installed it, I was like, I told my wife, "Hey, go in there and test this out."
Test this out.
And I sent a bit, and I recorded a video outside of the door, and all I heard was, "I hate it." It was because it's awkward and uncomfortable at first to switch to a bidet. And she's like, and then you just hear, "I hate it." But since we've had it for about 2 weeks
In
now.
the video, you asked her, "Did it work?"
Did it work?
She says, "Yeah, I guess."
What were your expectations?
She can never listen to this episode.
So the cool thing about it is that it's spot on with the target,
Okay.
both genders,
On both fronts.
So
target
does
genders.
it slide out
It
once?
does. So you turn it on. I made the mistake. Number one, after installing it, I thought, I'm going to turn it on, try it out. I
Probably
got
squirted your wall.
right in the first, it hit me right in the face. Then I moved and it sprayed, and I was like, ah! And I turned it off. It's got a lot of pressure. That was the second mistake I made the first time I used it. Was I forgot about that pressure, and I hit myself at like 75%. It was way too much.
What do you mean hit yourself?
I was 75% of the. So there's a dial on the side. You go there. And
You had it up too high.
And I turned it. I turned it to 11.
You dialed it up to 11.
And I gonna tell you that was uncomfortable. That was downright.
Did you
downright uncomfortable.
Did you have to take a shower in the fetal position?
That was
Where did it
downright
hit?
disturbing. Where did it hit?
Yeah.
Right on target. At
What does
full-
that mean?
Too much pressure.
Would you say it hit bullseye?
a bullseye with full pressure, which was disturbing and strange. Made me feel strange. anyway,
And a little happy.
but so
And it
Did you
changed
make
his world
Did you
forever.
make any noise? Like woo?
the first one was Sorry, I should have pulled away from the microphone,
Yeah,
but
yeah, you should.
but you guys now get the real feeling of that was the real truth right there. But it's,
Did you hesitate at all?
No, I was ready.
Okay.
I mean, I was all in. I don't know, whatever. But it's got a nightlight, which is really cool.
How long does the nightlight last?
It stays on for 7 hours and then turns itself off. It runs off a couple AA batteries.
So how often do you have to change the batteries?
It's just a single LED blue, so it doesn't
Should last a while.
Yeah, it should be a while. The one thing I didn't check before is that I have round toilets. It is oval, so I've got a little bit of an issue in that front. But we're planning on like changing our toilets soon. Anyway.
You don't change the toilet for the seat.
Well, we were
you
planning
change the seat for the toilet.
that. We
Yeah.
were just kind of like, oh, that we have one that's already oval, but it's in the kids' bathroom, and there's absolutely no way
No
I'm putting
way.
that in the kids' bathroom where they're just like, this is fun.
Yep.
So my 2.5-year-old has already figured it out. She walked in and was like, "What's that?" and I was like, "That's Daddy's. Don't touch it." And that's Daddy's special potty. Anyway,
how easy was it to install?
super easy. Like I think it came with all the parts you need to hook it up to a water source. It does a little tee off the main tank, so you don't have to change anything. It took me about 5-10 minutes.
Nice.
I did do an unboxing video. I took clips
You
of
did?
it. I took a
I
whole
didn't
bunch
know you did
but I didn't put anything up because I didn't know if we wanted to do that or not. But
I say yes.
But yeah, it's all right. But it has been life changing. No more. I think I'm down like 90% of toilet paper.
What's it like going to the bathroom at your work now?
I work from home,
So
it's
awesome.
So it's fantastic.
So great.
Yeah.
Is it
Everywhere else though, I'm kind of like, this is going to be a pain in the ass.
So
Pooping like a poor
literally.
person.
Literally,
when you're done with it, does it retract back in?
it does as soon as you turn it off.
Can you imagine if it stayed out?
Is that from a
How
motor?
dirty it would be.
It's
Or is it from the water
I
pressure?
think, so the initial one is the water pressure pushes out, and I believe it's spring loaded to come back.
Okay.
Okay.
So the water pressure overcomes the spring, and so that's one of the things that you kind of like. Okay, here it comes, because you don't want too much pressure, so you turn it on real slow, and that means the nozzle comes out real slow, and then it zaps you, and you're like, okay, there it is. Okay, there. So I did try the female. setting on myself. That's right on target.
Because you
Can we talk about where it hits after the show?
Yeah,
Did you
after the
like
show.
it?
You know,
It's too cold.
This isn't going to be a recreational toilet for you, is it?
It's so great.
It's too cold to like.
It's worth every cent. I'm just gonna say that.
Was it like hitting a punching bag?
I don't know. I don't box, but
Never mind.
it also made me feel strange.
For Owen, it's a speed bag.
Yeah.
You're finding out more stuff about
There's
yourself
only
day to day.
one, and it's small. Anyway, totally worth it.
Is it worth the 180 rather than the 60?
You know, I don't know. I would check on other bidets because there's others out there.
Maybe they have a Black Friday sale or something.
But
If I was going to spend $180 on a bidet, it would have to be heated. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Well, it
that's the
can't be
thing.
heated unless you have a heater. Unless you have like hot water going.
You have
to
to
your
go.
back.
You'd have to go over to your hot water line or your
Well,
sink, and it's just a lot more
no,
work.
you're
No,
telling
some
me
have
they can't do
reservoirs
a-
on the side.
Well, I was
No.
going to say they can't. Yeah, a little reservoir
right.
or just a heating element.
That means you got to plug it in.
So
I don't have a plug in my.
Well, it's
bathroom.
probably battery powered.
You have a plug in your bathroom. It's just
not
up.
not in the toilet room.
No, it's up next to your sink.
but it would have to go through the doorway.
okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are better battery powered.
But you're also talking to the guy who's going to replace his toilet to conform to the.
No, we
seat.
were already going to. Like we already wanted a new
The
toilet.
bidet just came ahead of schedule.
Yeah, I was like, well, that works out. So it has been fantastic. The nightlight's been great. There's been like 90% less pee on the floor from me. I'll admit, because
Wait, how's there less pee
Because-
from a bidet?
because I don't turn on the lights because I have babies.
Oh,
that are-
for the
So
LED.
how many
Okay.
times do you start going pee and then you don't hear it hit the water? You're like, I am not.
It was 7 out of 10 times.
What?
Look, it's dark.
You gotta-
I'm tired.
Don't just turn the light on.
I can't.
man.
So
Those are stats you
there's-
should not accept.
There are kids. There
Or
are
you-
kids that are sensitive to sound. There are kids that are sensitive to mine are sensitive to any kind of light in any room. A crack,
Pee is sensitive to not being.
and they wake up.
You could have just used the light on your phone.
No, don't tell me that, Tony.
What if he drops the phone in his toilet? That's
Yeah,
that
dangerous.
is a
I'm already-
problem.
I'm already-
That would be a problem.
Anyway, I don't leave it. I do a lot of cleanup.
Okay.
Yeah,
Coming from the guy that won't even turn on the.
Eventually.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's totally worth it.
So
try it out.
So you would consider your Kickstarter / Indiegogo venture a success?
Totally. I mean, for the price it's gone up to now, just on that alone, it's worth. You know what I got it for was amazing. But then on top of that, switching to a bidet has been life changing. It's pretty awesome.
Wow. All right, we're 1 for 4 then.
Yeah.
Does
That's pretty
Bioshock
good.
Infinite stand by itself?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Indeed, it does.
All right. Now we need a review. That was the we need a review for November's
Patreon.
Patreon, not Patreon. Patreon funded.
Patreon.
50-50.
Well, this one was the
50
thrifty
plus-
plus 50.
Plus 50.
Right.
Um,
So this was half funded by Patreon.
is good.
It's good. Pokemon Go, Let's Go, Pikachu
Yeah,
Go.
it's
And
good.
the Pokeball.
And the Pokeball. I should have brought the Pokeball. I can't believe I didn't bring it. So did anybody here play Red, Blue, or Yellow?
No.
Okay. So generally speaking, before they would always sell 2 games and then the third game, which is kind of an expansion off the original 2 games. But generally speaking, when they do that, they don't give you all of the Pokemon in the one game. You have to get 2 games
you
in
got
order
it.
to trade between them.
Or you can trade with a friend if he has the other game.
Yes. And then that way you can become a true Pokemon master. But this one, you can actually get all 151 right out the gate.
Really?
If you wanted to.
It's about time.
Through playing the game. It's a fantastic game. It is exactly just that, Pokemon Yellow.
So do you like the
They did switch up a lot.
simplified Pokemon
The catching.
capturing
Yeah.
system?
It depends. I understand where people are getting frustrated. So let me explain it. Before, what you would have to do is you have 6 Pokemon in your party, which you can switch out with whatever Pokemon you want as you catch them and train them up and stuff like that. One of the things that they changed is when you encounter a Pokemon in the wild, which, by the way, it's no longer random encounters.
Which
Before,
I think is
love it.
I think it's a great idea to not have random.
Because not only is it annoying to get when you're going through a cave and you get a billion Zubats, but also when you're walking through the forest, it just makes sense that you would see them.
Yes.
Like if you think in the
Yeah.
practical sense.
For sure.
That being said, too, I understand where people are frustrated that when you have a random encounter, you don't pull out your own Pokemon to battle them, to weaken them, to try to catch them.
So you don't have to beat up the animal before you entrap it and then make it fight for you.
Yeah, now it's more true. If you ever watch the anime, it's actually a lot more true to the anime, to where Ash would just throw the Pokeball, and then sometimes you would get it, sometimes you wouldn't. I dig it. The experience system is interesting because no matter what you catch, all 6 of your Pokemon in your party get experience. So that's how
it should be, if you ask me. Because
well, it doesn't make any sense why they would get experience because they're all still in their Pokeballs and you just caught one. But I dig it.
Yeah, because at least in most Western RPGs like Mass Effect, well, basically all the Bio RPGs where you have a party, all the experience you get applies to every character, even if you're not using them.
And that is annoying in the original where you would have to take them out, battle them, make them faint, and then they would get experience.
Yeah, basically
that one that battled.
It removes the grind.
It does.
Or at least lessens it.
And to me, it gets you more engaged in the game because you're always catching Pokemon, which is, you got to catch them all. That's the whole point of Pokemon. I understand if you went into it thinking, I'm going to do the grind just like I did when I was 10 years old. I understand where you could be frustrated, but in my opinion, they made the game that much better. To see your old game in a 3D format that is just like flawless, in my opinion. I haven't had any bugs with it yet.
Nice.
It's fantastic. It does, in a sense, kind of cheapen the Pokemon battles themselves because the people you battle, there's no challenge. Because if you're actually catching them, you're already kind of pre-grinding, and so
what you're saying is you become OP fairly quickly.
Yeah, in my opinion, you do.
Is actually catching them fun? Because I didn't like the catching system in Pokemon Go.
Yeah,
pretty similar.
well, I have the Pokeball, and so you actually throw that, and then it's my understanding that you can do the same thing with the controller.
Yeah,
Right.
you can use it for a motion controller,
but you cannot use the Pro controller on it. Which is kind of a bummer.
Weird,
That's weird.
It has an accelerometer too.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
weird.
You would think, but the way that you can play it when you're playing it handheld mode is you just press A to throw it. So
See,
I would have assumed
I'd probably
that you
do
could
that.
just- yeah.
Because I'm lazy.
That being said, I mean, catching them over time does become monotonous. Like I said, I got up to 3 badges, and then after that, I've put the game down to pick up Diablo, and I haven't picked it up since. I will beat it. But it's one of those things like I gotta force myself back into a game that I've played before. The Pokeball is good. It's really, really good build quality. I dig that it has a little LED ring light on the front of it, and I'll bring it this next time so you guys can see it.
That's an extra $50, isn't it?
It is not worth $50.
Okay.
It is worth $10. It is kind of cool to be able to hold the Pokeball to like try to throw it. It does kind of bum me out that you can't like twist it like you can in Pokemon Go to like spin
Give it a curve.
and give it a curve. You can't do that. It does have a wrist strap, and then it has a thing that goes around your finger to kind of like hold the ball in place. But just like any like round object, if you have like one joystick in it, over time when you're playing, up isn't really up. It more shifts. So you gotta it kind of takes you out of the game a little bit. It's a great accessory to play, especially if you only had to pay $50 for everything and Patreon helped pay for the rest of it. It's great. I would give it a solid, I would give it a 5 out of 5 for nostalgic purposes. Mm-hmm. If you liked Pokemon, you are going to be a little butthurt with some stuff, but in my opinion, they made certain things a lot better. But as far as like a game overall with today's standards, I'd probably put it at a 3.5 or 4 out of 5.
Okay.
So I just wish that they could do something about the Pokemon battles to make it more engaging to me. So I'm hoping that the actual Pokemon RPG that comes out in 2019, solves some of those issues.
So this isn't an actual Pokemon RPG?
Well, it is, but it's not new.
No, they touted the new Pokemon RPG.
It's just yellow again, and it doesn't have the new Pokemon. It's only got the original 150,
which is fine for my generation because a lot of people in my generation they didn't pick up what came after Soul Silver. I don't know. Emerald,
there was Gold,
whatever, Sapphire.
Yeah, Sapphire, Ruby. Crystal. There's been a buttload of Pokemon games.
And I played a little bit of the generation after, but I was mainly just, I don't know. It's really good. I suggest picking it up, honestly, and playing it if you have a nostalgic love for that game. But outside of that, I don't know. Somebody brand new, I don't know.
Cool. All right. Let's see. We're going to talk about, I think, one more item, and then we have a little. We're going to talk about our Christmas gadget wish lists. But I would feel remiss if we didn't talk about the crypto catastrophe that is happening right now.
It's painful. Enough to make Tony bow out.
I did.
Tony bowed out.
You pulled out?
I did. I saw how bad the prices were, and I saw how much I was making a day and how much electricity I was spending, and I decided that's enough.
Oh, that's what you meant
done.
by bowed out. I thought you meant you pulled all the money out.
Oh, no. I still have all my assets, but I decided to jettison my mining rig.
Yep.
Basically, I sold my friend 2 of the graphics cards. He wanted to do 1070s and SLI
Is he for
And,
gaming or for mining?
for gaming.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm
So
surprised
you didn't
Owen
screw
didn't
your
buy
friend
him.
over. That's great.
No, I gave him a good
Hey.
price on him. So
Does he need an SLI bridge?
I already gave him the one that you gave me.
Dang it! I gave that to you.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
I don't remember that at all.
He got a free SLI bridge.
So
Wait. Okay, all right.
So Bitcoin's been holding steady, right, at 6,500 for the last 4 months or so.
Yeah, roughly.
That's when I sold.
It got smacked.
Oh,
It
dude.
dropped down to 3,300 at one point.
It
It's now up to 37.
Yeah.
But it really put the brakes on a lot of the big mining.
I read that there's places in China that were
They're
Bitcoin
selling-
farms.
They're selling it by the kilo now.
They're just selling their miners by the pound.
So like
Not even like per unit. They're just
like
like we'll give you 100 kilos of ant miners.
Yep.
Oh man.
So they had S9 ant miners. You could get those for 3,500 or something like that.
Let's say like back, yeah.
They're going for $400 roughly right now.
That's
in China.
crazy.
That
That
by
depreciation
the
is-
kilo, and they're just dropping them
That's insane.
because they just can't handle the power, and that's the thing with big mining farms have kind of taken the hit because they need the profitability to stay at a certain level in order to maintain.
Right.
Do they not
scale.
believe that it'll bounce back?
Well, it
They
doesn't
just
matter.
they
The
can't
point
afford
is
it
they
in the
can't
short
afford to
term.
keep it up. right
They
now.
can't afford it in the short term because the power bills are so high. But it has been a bloodbath out there. Ethereum is like so.
Ethereum almost went under 100.
It's at a 105 right now. So it's trading at 105, dropped from 225, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a big drop, and most of the people were like at 180, 170. They're like, no, we're good until 150. It shouldn't. We're seeing market trends. It shouldn't drop below. Boom, 120. And you just saw what I pulled up. I pulled up the
man.
Ethereum's network difficulty, and it was at 300 terahash or
How does that compare?
3,000 terahash
Yeah.
down to. Now it just dropped to 25. Like it dropped.
Wait, it was
markedly.
at 300 and now it's at 25?
So the network difficulty was at 3,000 T.
Okay.
If you and then it dropped. Now it's about 2,500.
Oh,
T.
2500.
Yeah,
Okay.
2,500. So now if you're mining Ethereum, you're getting it faster,
Right.
Because the network difficulty is down,
Right.
which I can say, but you're still making nothing. I'm on free power, so mine are still just chugging
just
along.
chug away.
You know,
So I'm telling right now, how much have you mined?
I have almost 3 Ethereum.
Oh, nice.
Which is bananas because I remember back in the day when I started with my rig, I was supposed to get 0.7 a month.
Yeah.
So I get 0.53 a month.
With
But
how
he-
many GPUs?
7.
You have 7 cards.
7
Wow.
cards. 0.53 or
That
a
like
little bit
hurts a
less.
little
It's
bit.
rough. It's
So
rough.
I don't know
Did
if
you
this.
guys did you guys look at SIA?
What? No, what's it at?
SIA is at 0.02, like
Ugh.
like 0.2 of a
So-
cent.
I am
So
so
you have-
glad I got out when I did.
So you have to at that point you have to look at the actual satoshis, right? One satoshi being the lowest value of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
That's-
but nobody knows what a Satoshi's worth
so
outside of
they're
you.
they're nothing. They're worth
Yeah, you
So-
could have said that was a Mario character, and I would have believed
so
you.
Sia coin is at 70 satoshis. That's 2,000th of a cent.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
how many
no.
Nagasaki's are they?
That's not funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
not too-
confuse
it's
don't
not
confuse
too-
people, James.
It's
It's
not,
already confusing enough.
So
it's not 2
Totally worth it.
thousandths of a cent. That's
No,
not
no.
right.
It's 0.002.
Yeah, so that would be 200
200ths of a
of it would be 200ths of a dollar.
Yeah, of $1.
So it'd be 0.2 of a cent.
So I don't know if you'll answer this, Owen, but how much have you lost in the last month?
I haven't lost anything because
Well, I mean,
the
the
I'm not
value
paying-
of the coin is down. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
how
How much USD have you lost?
if I had cashed it out over 100% because it went over 50%, like because it went from
Man.
225 to 105. That's a loss
105,
of
yeah.
That's a loss of
that's almost 60%
yeah.
loss.
And my Exodus wallet was looking pretty shiny, coming up on like $1,100.
Yeah, mine too.
And then it took a huge poo. So most people are just like, we're out. You see people just selling off cards. The market is saturated. Nvidia's stock took a hit, and AMD's.
Yeah.
Because they said they weren't going to account for any of the cards from crypto mining, but they really were.
Oh yeah, they were for sure.
And so they've taken a hit, and it's just really chilled the market. So if you're still mining, good for you. If you can,
That's rough.
I mean, I've got free power. I'm just kind of doing it as I mean, it's always been kind of a hobby for me.
Right.
Never really been large scale. But I know people that in the Discord channels that I'm in, they're like, I had to go get a day job.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
they were relying on that.
This guy is like, I have 240 cards that I can't get rid of.
Oh my god.
240 1070s. And he's like, I can't get rid of them. I didn't sell soon enough. And I had to go get a day job just to support my
Man.
power bill. And I'm like, oh.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, and you're still seeing. I mean, the prices haven't plummeted super bad on the graphics cards because a lot of these guys don't want to sell for
a loss.
less than
Yeah.
what they're worth.
Especially because a lot of people bought them above
Above MSRP.
MSRP, and so
Yeah.
they bought them at like 450, 500, and now they're selling at MSRP. Maybe if you
They
trick
could-
somebody, you know,
They could
mean-
play some fun video games on them.
and they can go.
Can you SLI 240 cards?
I don't know what that turns into, but
That's
got
got to be like awesome. I'm sure.
Does it
ray
support
tracing?
Yeah. Dang it.
One card per frame.
That's right.
So-
that'd work out really better than ray tracing is right now.
Yeah.
But on the highlight, you can pay your taxes now in Ohio with Bitcoin.
Yeah, which
Oh,
I can't
good.
believe Ohio went through with that after
Yeah.
seeing everything.
Well, it was probably in the works for a long time.
You're probably right.
But they still, I mean, they just up it to whatever. You just pay that amount of Bitcoin. It's still linked to U.S. dollars. So
That's
you're just,
true.
You're just, which really sucks because you're going to pay that much in Bitcoin, right? And they're going to say, okay, you have to pay us the equivalent of $3,000 or whatever you pay in taxes. You're just going to do that in Bitcoin. But then Bitcoin
if it appreciates,
then
you paid a lot more.
a lot more.
If you'd have just paid in dollars.
It makes sense that it passed in Ohio, though.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Those guys. Those guys.
All right. Let's talk quickly, not too quickly, but about our Gadget Christmas wish
Ooh,
list.
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Wait, so is this
to-
our personal wish list, or are we doing like
I
general
want-
ideas for people?
No, for us. Come on.
What you
I
didn't
want-
specify, Jarron. Which one do you want it to be?
Let's do both.
Okay.
I didn't think about other people.
Okay, then do yours.
I don't want to go first then.
I
I'm
will-
not ready.
Okay, I personally will do mine, and then I will do general gift ideas for people.
I will also do that.
I'm too selfish. I'll just do my own.
I'm
That's
just going to do
fine.
my own, and I'll go first.
All right.
So, I know I'm not going to get it for Christmas, but sometime in the spring, I'm getting the Black Series boosted board extended range.
Oh, you're going pricey.
Wow, that is.
I don't
pricey.
care. I don't care. I miss
You didn't-
my boosted board.
You're not going to go with the Mate X or whatever they got?
I don't know what that
That's
means.
what Jarron and I did with
Yeah,
the
that's
bicycles.
the bike.
Oh, no. Come on. No.
Why?
No. Because I want a boosted board.
But you said that it's better because because having to stop and jump
It's-
off when you go up a curb. Or
It
whatever
doesn't
takes you out
matter.
of
Here's the thing with
experience.
boosted. It's
I
like you're
like it.
carving. I like it, and that's all I have to say, Owen.
You look so cool on it.
I do. You kind of do.
That's what you like.
Yeah, you're carving down the street,
People are like, how's he moving?
shooting finger guns to babes,
I haven't seen him kick at all, and he's doing 20 miles an hour.
and on top of that, 24. And on top of that, I can't look as cool when I ride my T-Rex costume on a bike.
That's true. That is true. Did you have any like reasonably priced gadgets
No.
in mind? Okay.
Well, you said the wish list. Everything else we've bought.
That's
Well,
Just
there you-
saying.
almost true. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jarron.
All right, so here's some general wish list ideas for all you plebs out there.
Wow. Did you just call our listeners plebs?
No, they're not.
Because
Just
they're the
kidding.
only ones listening.
I know.
So you had to be talking about them.
Unless you're talking to me, say you're talking to me.
I'm talking to you, James.
See?
Oh,
You're not
okay.
talking to our listeners.
All right, good.
So these are general things that are cheaper because what I don't like about Christmas gift lists on blogs out there, they always go like way crazy expensive.
Yeah,
like who has
it's
the money
true.
to spend $1,000 to get somebody an iPad?
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody. At least not me. Anyway, so
He's too busy spending that $1,000 on himself.
I did not spend that much on Black Friday. Not even close. All right.
Then why do you feel bad?
Okay, it's halfway there. Anyway, so probably the easiest gift to get anyone out there who likes gaming is a gift card for their gaming service of choice.
Yes, sir.
Whether it be Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, eShop, which is Nintendo, all of it's good.
And you know what? If you're not sure, if there's and I don't particularly like to plug GameStop, but if you're not sure, you can do a GameStop card if there's one nearby, and then they can go pick up a Microsoft, a Steam, or basically trade one gift card for another, essentially.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. Small gadgets that are really fun, that are kind of cheap. The Tello Drone. I talked about this earlier in the year, but it's a DJI sanctioned drone. It's
What's
not
it called again?
Tello. It's not made by DJI, but has DJI software.
How
so
much
it's,
have you
it's
used
good.
yours?
When I first got it, quite a bit. I need to pull it out because my son would like to play with it, but it's pretty fun. It's under $100.
It's $79.99.
Yeah. And it's a fun little thing. You just connect your phone and you can fly it outside if the conditions are calm.
Yeah.
Or you can fly it inside because it's a tiny, tiny little drone. It's definitely not for photography. The camera sucks, but it's for fun.
James, you can't get your own cool dad T-shirt. You have to let people buy you the
Yes.
cool dad stuff.
But it's Kool-Aid.
No, it doesn't work.
Guys, look how
Sorry,
cool how cool would I look in this Kool-Aid dad
I didn't
cool
mean to
cool
interrupt.
dad T-shirt.
Jaron, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
No problem.
Look
But
at
you
the
You
T-shirt.
can't.
You could buy that
Yeah,
for myself.
That's like
Yeah.
Michael Scott buying World's Greatest Boss mugs.
I agree.
You just can't do that.
I agree with
I
Tony.
bought one for my work for me.
You're Michael Scott.
Another gift idea, Apple AirPods. They are one of the best Bluetooth-enabled wireless earbuds out there. You can find them on sale sometimes if you pay attention on Slick Deals for like $130, $140.
Hold on. Did you know if you buy the Apple iPod headphones?
What are you talking about?
When you buy one, you get the other one for free?
No.
No, that's a horrible joke.
Not
I don't even know if it was a joke. I didn't even think it was until he smiled. Anyway, Google Home, Echo Spot, they're the small devices, and you can find them for so cheap because Amazon and Google are practically giving them away because they want your data. So if you're not afraid to give away your data, go for it. And a little bit more expensive on the expensive side, the Xiaomi Mi electric scooter, or the Ninebot, which is made by Segway, ES2. They are like the bird scooters out there, but you can get them for yourself. They're under $500. The Ninebot is a little bit cheaper, but they're fun little things.
Nice.
Personally, what I would want is the Google Home Hub. It's like the Google Home, but it's the display.
Yeah.
It's around $100, I think.
I think
might
it's
be a little more.
150,
Yeah,
but
150.
you can usually find it currently around $100.
I would also like the BioBidet Slim Zero.
Yeah.
Owen convinced me.
They are. It will change your life.
Even though he never rated it officially.
What do we want me to give it out of? Out of how many
out
stars?
of 10.
Out of 10, I'll give it a.
It can't be out of stars. It's got to be out of something else.
Logs.
How many logs do you give it?
How many poops do you give it?
I'm gonna give this solid 8.5
That's better than his kids.
Yeah.
to start.
Awesome.
You have to get the slim. So BioBidet has the Slim 2. That's heated. Oh, it's way better. Heated seat and heated water.
Maybe I'll look into
But you have to
that.
plug it in though, right?
I don't know. It
'Cause
doesn't look like it.
Any heating element would drain a battery so fast.
I'm going to research it.
Anyway, it's only $300 for the Slim 2.
Wow.
So
And last but not least,
Only?
Super Smash Brothers for Switch. Everyone wants that game.
Can't
It looks
go wrong.
so awesome. It comes out next week.
As long as you have a Switch, you can't go wrong with
Yeah.
that game.
I just love how fast you reallocated money for that. What about the GameCube controller for Super Smash Brothers?
Meh.
Is that not on your list?
That's
Nah.
a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
If you really like that controller, then sure.
I
but
have a Pro controller, which
yeah,
I
what,
love.
I'm
yeah.
just
What do you
gonna
like?
use
What do
the
you think
Pro.
about the Pro controller?
I
'Cause
love it.
Okay,
It's great.
It's the
solid.
way. It's the way to play docked for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the wife has been like, "Do we need one of those?" I'm like, "We do."
I definitely
At
would
least
recommend. Like Zelda is much more enjoyable on the Pro controller. things like that.
Smash Brothers definitely will be.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see
All
how
right,
much that
so
controller is.
I'm gonna pull these off the top of my head because I forgot to write a list down. I would say a definite thing gadget-wise that you should consider as a gift, either for yourself or for someone else, is a decent quality battery charger, battery backup. You know,
Like a
what do they call those?
battery brick thing.
Yeah, like to put in your
Like a
backpack.
power reserve.
Like a power reserve. Yeah, get it.
Backup battery.
A backup.
Do you have any brands that you prefer?
I like Anchor.
I'm an Anchor fan.
Anchor's good stuff. Alki is all right.
What size do you like?
I would say 10,000 milliamp hours.
At least.
That's what you would want because you get bigger than that and it gets kind of bulky. But at 10,000 milliamp hours, it's still a decently small size, and that'll recharge most phones at least twice.
That's what I got with the Thrifty 50.
Yeah.
That
And
was
for-
totally worth it.
And for that, you're looking about anywhere between $31 to $40.
Yeah, you're 30 or 40 bucks. I think that is a really good option for a gadget. Give a gadget lover in your life if they don't have one already. I'm going to echo Jarron's Smash Brothers. If you have a Switch, you got to get Smash Brothers. That's just all there is to
That's
it.
not like even debatable.
No, it's not.
Like
Yeah.
Nintendo systems ever since the N64.
The two games you always get if you have a Nintendo system, no matter what, Smash and Zelda.
Yep. That's probably the main reason I wanted the Switch to begin with, was Super Smash Brothers. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
finally coming out.
I would definitely recommend another controller if anyone in your life has any games that are multiplayer
Or a friend.
or a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to, and the nice thing about that is you can go lower end or high end, especially on the Xbox. You have your base controller you can usually find for about $40, an Xbox One controller, and if you want to go spendy, you can go up to the Xbox Elite controller for $125 to $150. And if you ask me, it's worth the money.
Yeah. Do you ever use the buttons on the bottom for the
100%.
Elite controller?
I do every time.
I would always be worried that I grip the controller too hard.
Now you figure out that the fingers that hold under there where the button is, you just start to loosen them. I mean, it just kind of comes naturally, if you ask me anyway.
Are you smacking your keyboard, Jarron?
No, so Jaron, we just found out there's a Cyber Monday deal right now going on. So this is going to release tomorrow. So sorry, but you can get the Slim Zero for 25% off. There's a site-wide 25% off on the BioBidet.
So it's $130. So 25% off of that is $96.75.
Now, did you use a calculator for that, or could you do that in your brain that fast?
He did it on his
Calculator.
brain. Yeah, no, he did it on his brain.
Did you already buy it? Is it done?
No, I got to consult with Olivia on that one.
Make sure she wants that kind of a thing.
Do it, and then record it like I did. It's
no,
totally worth it.
I would never do that.
And then I think that about the other thing, I'm kind of just into like little gadgets that make your life easier. I would recommend a high quality car charger as well if you don't have one already.
Yeah.
One with 2 USBs minimum, and you can find decent ones of those from Anchor or Alki as well for usually between $15 and $30. So these are, just little gifts that are going to make your life a little bit easier. The other one I really like are the magnetic car mounts. I have one of those and I use it every time I get in my car.
I'm always nervous to do that because
every time I get in, I slap my phone up there and it doesn't move.
I'm always nervous to use those magnetic car mounts because I don't want it to like fry my phone. It's
it
magnet.
Magnets don't heat up.
That being said, they do have a couple
magnetic field, right?
They do have a couple of options out there that don't use magnets, but they use more of kind of a pressure clamp, but they have wireless charger built into the
Ooh, that'd be
that's
cool.
built
Oh, that's
into it
cool.
as well. So you can just set
Yeah.
it in there, it'll grip it and charge wirelessly.
That's another good option. Another gift option. Wireless charger.
A wireless charger is a very good option.
If you have any new phone, whether it be iPhone or Android, it will
Pixel.
support Qi charging.
Let me tell you what I don't recommend is any pure wireless headphones like earbuds that cost less than $50 or $60.
How have
I'd
you
say
like?
less than 100.
Yeah.
Have you been not liking the Pamus?
You know what? The Pamus are okay.
Yeah.
They're a little janky as far
Yeah.
as the connection goes.
Yep.
But my biggest complaint about them is they don't stop charging once they're charged.
Yeah.
So it just drains the
Just
charge
kills
of the case.
it. Yep. And you can't charge if they're they don't charge the earbuds if you have it plugged in at the same time.
Yeah. So anyone that bought those Pamus based on my purchasing them and posting it on Twitter, I apologize. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
I bought them, then I canceled it, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, you made the right choice. On that.
They're not bad.
I mean,
I'm thinking
yeah.
about getting the I'm still after the jobbers again because I want another pair of those.
They're on sale for $100.
I know they're on sale for $100 right now, and I'm thinking about giving my daughter these Pamus.
Yeah.
because she won't even
know.
she won't even care.
She'll probably use them enough that the battery life won't matter. That
Yeah.
it drains anyway.
Yeah. So
Use
and I'll
them
go
all
get the
time.
jobbers again because it's a tragic story that I lost my first set.
Indeed. Within what, 2 weeks of
Yeah,
buying them?
they were
Oh
so
my gosh.
awesome. I was just like, I have arrived.
And then the last thing I was going to recommend is if you have someone in your life that enjoys cooking, you might want to consider a sous vide.
Oh, those have been on sale all over
Yeah,
the place,
you can usually
man.
find them now between $60 and $100 for a good one. And it basically looks kind of like a really fat curling iron. And the way it works is you get a tub, like a big Tupperware or something, or you can even just use a bucket.
Most people
actually.
put them like you can hook it up to your stock pot.
Yep,
To
you
the
can
side,
do that
to
too.
the side of your stock pot.
And you just you hang it off the edge of the pot or the tub that you're using, plug it in, program it for the temperature you want and the length of time, and it cooks sous vide.
So it's the opposite of it's not the opposite, but like of
Kind
the same.
It's like a water
of smoke.
smoker.
Yeah. So,
except it doesn't imbue any flavor.
right.
You have to season the meat
You
or
do-
whatever you're going to cook.
So
You
is
season
it like basically boiling meat?
Low and slow, right? Break down the
kind of,
fibers.
But the thing is you put it in a vacuum packed plastic bag.
okay.
Yeah.
So it never actually touches the water.
Right.
It just uses the water to cook the heat
The
of the water
temperature.
around it.
The temperature you keep the
So-
temperature like 250. Then you take it out, and most people will brown it. They'll
Yeah.
throw it on. They'll brown it real quick in the pan.
Just sear
and
it real quick.
Just sear it real quick, and
on
Yeah.
each side, and it turns out really good
It's
usually. The one caveat I would say that I've noticed sous vide in my life is use a cheaper cut of meat.
yeah.
Because the more expensive meats like your ribeyes and things like that, they actually don't come out as good, in my opinion, as if you just get like a cheap sirloin.
Yeah.
And the sirloin comes out really nice, really tender. And for some reason, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but like ribeyes, I can't get them to come out super great on sous vide, but I can barbecue a ribeye way better than I can sous vide one.
I still challenge you to a tri-tip off.
I've never done
You
it.
should have a Christmas.
I have
Gadget
three.
spot.
I have 3 racks of ribs and 2 butt shoulders.
Two butts.
2 butts I need to do.
I can't afford meat anymore.
Gadget spot party.
Owen, did you have your gadget list?
Yeah. So on mine, the one I would probably recommend is a battery. So a jump starter.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So
Like for your car?
for your car, but the ones that I've seen that I've actually been looking at them for myself is the ones that have a USB charger as well.
Yeah.
They've got an air pump. A little.
So you're talking
that's
about the
nice.
larger
little-
ones, yeah.
little compressor.
I have one like that from DeWalt. It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Exactly. I've been looking at the DeWalt one.
So that would be useful if it had a pump and
Has the little pump,
USB,
has a
et cetera.
USB, has the ability to jump your car from
Yep.
and also you can charge your car. You can set it to whatever and it just slowly recharges.
It's a trickle charge.
You can recharge it yourself through a plug-in in your car.
can you leave it plugged in?
Yes, you can leave it plugged in. It's got a power dissipator, so it doesn't like ruin anything.
Right.
But
It's also got a light.
a light.
I mean, not
the
that
one,
that really matters,
the one that. So I got this idea because I needed to jumpstart my car because I let the car I have has a hard drive on board, and I was out working in the yard, and I wanted to listen to music, so I opened the back hatch of my SUV, and I was listening to it. Well, it's got a hard drive which sucks up tons of battery because it's a spinning
Right.
hard drive, and I didn't know I killed my battery. And I was looking at this. We borrowed a neighbor's, and it has a radio, like an emergency radio built into it, and all this cool stuff. So that's on my list. You know, backup battery, the 10,000 milliamp battery, definitely.
Yeah.
And then we're like definitely the Switch game. I mean, the Switch, even the Switch console this year, if you could get it for a good deal,
Yeah.
it's a good year to get it because it's kind of been proven. They've got a lot of good games coming out this year and next, right? So,
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, even right now, if you're just going to Switch right now, game-wise, you have Zelda, Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart.
I think Zelda just by
Super
itself makes the
Smash.
system.
Smash is coming.
And
You've got the
old
Bethesda.
Wii U games like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze
Right. You've
and
got the good-
Treasure Tracker Toad.
How do you
Captain
like
Toad.
that game? Have you played it?
I haven't.
It's not very good.
You've also got, if you want to play the Bethesda games on the go, you've got Skyrim, you've got Wolfenstein 2, you've got Doom.
Oh, Wolfenstein
I mean,
2 is so
it's
good.
good stuff. It's a good little system.
For the gadget people out there, there's a good time if you have family and friends that you do computer work for. Now is the time to push them to get their parts because like RAM is stupid cheap right now. Solid state drives will change your life, and a lot of people
Solid state drive.
like a lot of people in my in my spheres, they are still on spinning drives because
Oh,
they're and I'm like,
They don't know any better.
and they see me go, well, we need to get this. I was like, let's buy this solid state drive. It's going to give you 256 gigs. And like, why would I do that? I've got a 2 terabyte drive. And I'm like, trust me, solid state drive, use the 2 terabytes as storage or whatever you want to do. It's still fantastic, but this will change your life. It'll make your computer feel like new. Boot up goes from anywhere from like a minute and a half to
25 seconds.
15 to 25 seconds.
30 seconds at most.
So it makes old computers kind of run new. It's a cheap upgrade. So computer parts, if you're out there doing it.
And a quick PSA: now is a doubly good time to get computer parts because tariffs that will be going into effect will be increasing the price of
Next
computer
year,
parts.
right? 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We didn't get to Jarron's deathmatch. I think we'll do that next time.
Or my ray tracing.
Well, I want you to do the ray tracing when you can do a full review of the game too.
Yeah. All right.
Because it's all kind of part of that package right there. All right. I think we are done then.
BS.
Do we have a BS?
Yeah, we have a BS. It's a quick
I
one.
gotta go so bad. My wife's been texting me.
Hit it.
All
Go,
right.
Jarron.
Battery segment. BS. All right. So a Chinese startup may have created solid state batteries. Not just created, but cracked
Now, is this
the
same as
manufacturing.
the solid state flying that we discussed earlier?
No, it's completely different.
No.
So solid state batteries are the holy grail batteries. We've described them many times in the past. But the problem has always been getting them up to manufacturing. And this Chinese company claims to have done it. Their manufacturing isn't it's not completely up to scale. At this point, they'd only be able to create 2,000 long-range EVs per year with their capacity. But still, it's a whole lot more than any other company has
A whole lot more
even
than zero?
attempted. Yeah, a whole lot more than zero. So we'll see if it actually comes to pass or not. But hopefully it does.
So explain a solid state battery for people that have no idea.
We've done it so many
Give me,
times. All right.
give me the like I was 5.
The
So
TLDR.
the current version of batteries that we use in smartphones and computers, etc., they're lithium-ion batteries. They have a liquid electrolyte in there. It's not as dense. Solid-state batteries replace the liquid electrolyte with solid electrolyte. Electrolyte, is that the right term?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
like in Gatorade.
Electrolyte.
Electrode. I don't know.
No.
Somewhere
Gatorade.
between those two.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so solid-state batteries replaces the liquid with a solid. It's a lot more dense. It is a lot safer. They don't
Won't
catch-
blow up, right?
Yeah,
No puncture
won't,
proof.
They won't blow up, and they store a whole lot more energy.
Yeah, they're basically, hopefully, the next step in the evolution of batteries.
Hopefully. Come on, batteries.
That's BS, man.
It's time to catch up.
Yeah.
All right. That is it. We're done. Owen?
Hey, we hope you care.
Gadget Spot.